Brown Ford in Cordell is now Wheeler Ford. Expect the same great service and selection you've always had from Brown Ford, now Wheeler Ford. Casey Horn and Tom Machunsky want to sell you a new or pre-owned car, truck, or SUV. They have a great selection, pre-owned and new Fords. If we don't have what you want, we'll find it. Your small-town dealer is now Wheeler Ford in Cordell. Country dealer, country prices. That's Wheeler Ford in Cordell. Let us make you a real deal real soon.
Hi, I'm Whitney Graham, Development and Alumni Specialist at Western Oklahoma State College. I am proud to introduce our newest Alumni Association Hall of Fame inductee, Kathy Hale. Kathy has served Southwest Oklahoma for 40 years as the director of the Southern Prairie Library System. She works tirelessly to bring the arts and humanities to our community and preserve our local heritage. We will have a banquet in her honor on September 29th at 6:30 p.m. in the Pioneer Heritage Center on campus. Call 477-7706 or email alumni@wosc.edu to reserve your tickets today.
Hi, this is Terry Jones at Sunshine Cafe in Cordell. Don and I just wanted to thank all of our customers for their business and support over the years. We so enjoy seeing you come through our doors, and we love serving you good food every day. If you haven't eaten at the Sunshine Cafe in Cordell, come see us. There's nothing like a little sunshine in the morning for lunch and for dinner. We'll warm up your day at the Sunshine Cafe on the square in Cordell.
When your doctor prescribes, get that prescription filled at Evetts Drug in Cordell. Professional, courteous service every time. And friends, you're more than just a customer to Jimmy Evetts and staff. You are a friend. Evetts Drug has a great selection of gift ideas, including many OU and OSU items, perfume and lots of fragrances, jewelry, and a whole lot more. Greeting cards, a great selection, and at the best price anywhere. Great folks to do business with. That would be Jimmy Evetts and staff at Evetts Drug in Cordell. Come see us.
Go Big Blue!
High Plains Bank, located at 200 North College Street in Cordell, is the place to handle all of your banking needs. We offer competitive rates on mortgages, vehicle, commercial, and ag loans, along with friendly customer service. At High Plains Bank, we always have a cup of hot coffee or a cold drink waiting for you. High Plains Bank, community-driven and a proud supporter of the Cordell Blue Devils, member FDIC, and an equal housing lender.
You know, sometimes you just want good food, cooked fresh and made to order just the way you like it. Or a great-tasting quarter-pound hamburger for only $2 after 4 o'clock. And sometimes you just want a great salad bar any time of the day. And daily specials? That's a fantastic idea, too. Well, we've got the place that'll make that happen right here in Cordell. Shorty's, just east of the traffic light in Cordell. Shorty's is even open late after every home football game. So find your coupon in the Blue Devil football program. That's Shorty's in Cordell. Go Blue Devils.
From Farmers Insurance, we want to say go Big Blue to our Cordell Blue Devils. Come by and see us at Gregg Insurance Agency for all your insurance needs. Your Farmers Insurance agent. Stop by South Market in downtown Cordell.
When hometown football approaches, that's when hometown shines. Bring out those hot cocoa thermoses. Bring on the team colors, shirts, and spirit. We'll be right here with you, cheering our home teams on to victory. Because nobody does hometown in Western Oklahoma like Bank of Western Oklahoma. Come bank with us. Weatherford, Cordell, Gary, Elk City, Viside, Woodward, where people come first. Online at bankofwesternoklahoma.com. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Everything you need and expect from a convenience store is always right here, waiting for you at the Right Here C-Store in Cordell. Fuel, food, more drinks, more seats, more hours, and where Subway is open until 11 and our grill is open till 10. It's always quick and convenient when you make a stop at the Right Here C-Store in Cordell. How about a car wash? Our automatic car wash bay is quick and convenient too. Come see us at the Right Here C-Store, where we're proud to support the Cordell Blue Devils.
At Corn Heritage Village, we're leading the way in patient care every day, every shift, all year round. We have rooms available right now for your loved ones. Care options include skilled nursing care, long-term care, Alzheimer's, dementia, and a whole lot more. We're a nonprofit facility since 1948. Experience the nonprofit difference. When you need us, we're here. Quality care from a staff that really does care. For more information, call Stephanie, 580-302-4554, 302-4554. Corn Heritage Village in Corn and Weatherford, communities of care.
From the moment you walk through the door, Jack's Flowers and Gifts on the Square in Cordell will delight your senses. We have gift items to please any recipient and new items coming in all the time, along with beautiful flowers and arrangements for every occasion. Our foremost wish is to provide you with quality service and products so we can see you returning through our door again and again. New owners Terry and Donna Jones welcome you to come in anytime and see all of the new additions and the continued traditions at Jack's Flowers and Gifts on the square in Cordell.
Bring hope and peace to a child. Young children of all ages need homes. Please consider opening your loving home to a child in need. Children deserve to grow up in a loving, caring family. We have the services and community connections that can help foster families succeed. Contact your local youth service agency at 580-726-3383 for more details. Abused and neglected children are Oklahoma's most vulnerable population. Help is needed now. Great Plains Youth and Family Services is a proud sponsor of today's broadcast.
Well, hello. Welcome into Cordell Sports and Cordell Football here on 107 The Zone, 107thezone.com. We've got oksports.tv and on Facebook too, 107 The Zone. My name's Chad Fox. Dudley Simpson is here. Mike Sutherland is on the way. Dudley, well, hello. How are you, sir?
Hey, welcome to the 2018 football schedule. The first official game comes up here to Morland. Cordell had a big scrimmage last week with Walters, and they said everything went well there. They're looking forward to a big ball game here with Moreland tonight. Moreland had a scrimmage last week. They told me where they went. They traveled quite a ways for a scrimmage last week, had a good scrimmage. So both teams are ready to get this season underway in week 0 of the regular schedule.
And again, we're glad to be on the air and online as well. We're trying something new this Karen McKay is calling me as we speak. We're trying something new, and we hope you like it. That's oksports.tv, our brand new website. So check it out, and hopefully you're on there now or on Facebook. We're going to be on the radio shortly, about to 10 till kickoff. So we'll jump on the radio station as we normally carry Cordell Sports, 107 The Zone, KTIJ, 106.9 FM. But we're adding some video online. We enjoy that this season. And again, share that with your friends. Facebook, 107 The Zone. And again, on website oksports.tv. Their website's going to be a link to Cordell, Hobart, and Mangum sports. And hopefully we're going to be adding some schools as we go along during basketball season. But again, starting with Cordell and Hobart, Mangum, and glad to do that. And we'll get Dudley. He's got a whole new set of responsibilities.
And when you're young and dumb like I am, it's going to be hard to get much of it out of here. But I did talk to the ambulance crew before the ball game, and I gave them the website, the oksports.tv, so they could tune in. I said, I promise I won't get in front of the camera, so you won't have to see me. So they said if you do a good job, they're going to put a video screen outside the ambulance so that people walking around can see us right there. So we're here to cover this thing from top to bottom for you all the way around. So just make sure you can get here in person or via the airwaves and tell your sponsors you love them for what they're allowing us to do. Yeah, we have great sponsors. We're going to be talking about them and hearing from them. Bank of Western Oklahoma, CK Energy, Evans Drug, Cordell TV and Appliance, Wheeler Ford, Corn Heritage Village, also Mike's Meats and Shorty's, Great Plains Bank, Phil Cleaver, Edward Jones, Jack's Flowers and Gifts, Sunshine Cafe, Bank of Cordell, Clinic Pharmacy, the Right Here Convenience Store, High Plains Bank, Greg Insurance Agency, your farmer's insurance agent in Cordell, Western Oklahoma State College, and Great Plains Youth and Family Services. So a great list of sponsors. We get that every year from Cordell folks, and we do appreciate that. Mike Sutherland and Dudley Simpson will be on the call tonight. Kickoff is set for 7 o'clock. Again, we'll jump on the radio at about 10 till 107 The Zone. So again, we have all these opportunities and different ways for you to listen and watch. We encourage you. We want you to come to all these sporting events, support these kids. They feed off that, and we want that. Encourage you folks and fans to travel as much as possible to watch these games and watch it and listen to it in the stands. And if you can't make it, of course, we want you to stay connected to Cordell Sports online and on the radio, and then share all that information with Cordell Blue Devil fans around the world, around the country. If you have some alumni that are in different places around the country, let them know they can watch and now listen on Facebook, 107 The Zone on Facebook, and on our website, oksports.tv. So lots of ways to stay connected to the Cordell Blue Devils this year, and we're glad to do it. Hope you enjoy it, and we'll jump on the radio, 107 The Zone, here in about 10 minutes. Mike and Dudley with the call. Cordell is at Moreland, and we'll come back to Moreland after this.
Great Plains Bank, we're in the business of making your life easier, and we understand how tough it can be to strike the right balance between security and opportunity when rates are on the rise. With our new variable rate CD tied to Wall Street Journal Prime, you can have the best of both worlds. You get the security of a CD without the stress of worrying about market timing. And with rate floors, you get the upside without the risk. Stop by one of our locations or visit us at gpbankok.com. Great Plains Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Friends, you'll find a store full of quality gift ideas at Cordell TV Appliance and Furniture in Cordell. Appliances and TVs from LG, Frigidaire, Whirlpool, KitchenAid, Speed Queen, Best, Catnapper, Bassett and Ashley Furniture, bedding from Serta. Now listen, we service everything we sell, and we promise always the lowest possible prices and the absolute best service. Thanks so much for your friendship and your business. Cordell TV Appliance and Furniture. It's somewhere in Cordell.
Clinic Pharmacy of Cordell, a hometown family-owned and operated business, providing super quick and friendly service to Cordell and surrounding communities. Small enough to know you, big enough to serve your every need. Stop by to meet Chris and the Clinic Pharmacy staff, where our family knows yours.
CK Energy Electric Cooperative congratulates Maggie Green and Autumn Foster of Weatherford High School, Randy Lee Troglin of Mountain View Godebo High School, and Jansen Griswold of Southwest Covenant High School. These students recently won a $500 scholarship and an all-expense-paid trip to Washington, D.C. through CK Energy's Youth Tour program. Runners-up in the contest were Taylor Javorski and Riley Martin of Cordell High School, Avery Beam of Lukiva Sickles High School, and Jaylee Robertson of Hydro Eakley High School. The runners-up received a $500 scholarship. Committed to our youth, that is part of the CK Energy Electric commitment.
Do you want a bank who's working for your best interest? Sure you do. That's why you want Bank of Cordell for your bank. That's right, 21st century banking at its best. The Bank of Cordell has been providing quality banking service since 1902 and is the oldest state bank in Ouachita County. Sounds like a lot of experience to me. So for experience in banking, state-of-the-art account management services, and quality personal service, visit the folks at Bank of Cordell, member FDIC.
Brown Ford in Cordell is now Wheeler Ford. Expect the same great service and selection you've always had from Brown Ford, now Wheeler Ford. Casey Horn and Tom Machunsky want to sell you a new or pre-owned car, truck, or SUV. They have a great selection, pre-owned and new Fords. If we don't have what you want, we'll find it. Your small-town dealer is now Wheeler Ford in Cordell. Country dealer, country prices. That's Wheeler Ford in Cordell. Let us make you a real deal real soon.
Hi, I'm Whitney Graham, Development and Alumni Specialist at Western Oklahoma State College. I am proud to introduce our newest Alumni Association Hall of Fame inductee, Kathy Hale. Kathy has served Southwest Oklahoma for 40 years as the director of the Southern Prairie Library System. She works tirelessly to bring the arts and humanities to our community and preserve our local heritage. We will have a banquet in her honor on September 29th at 6:30 p.m. in the Pioneer Heritage Center on campus. Call 477-7706 or email alumni@wosc.edu to reserve your tickets today.
Hi, this is Terry Jones at Sunshine Cafe in Cordell. Don and I just wanted to thank all of our customers for their business and support over the years. We so enjoy seeing you come through our doors, and we love serving you good food every day. If you haven't eaten at the Sunshine Cafe in Cordell, come see us. There's nothing like a little sunshine in the morning for lunch and for dinner. We'll warm up your day at the Sunshine Cafe on the square in Cordell.
When your doctor prescribes, get that prescription filled at Evetts Drug in Cordell. Professional, courteous service every time. And friends, you're more than just a customer to Jimmy Evetts and staff. You are a friend. Evetts Drug has a great selection of gift ideas, including many OU and OSU items, perfume and lots of fragrances, jewelry, and a whole lot more. Greeting cards, a great selection, and at the best price anywhere. Great folks to do business with. That would be Jimmy Evetts and staff at Evetts Drug in Cordell. Come see us.
All right, welcome back. Chad Fox and Dudley Simpson. Mike Sutherland is on his way and getting set for a Week 0 football game between the Cordell Blue Devils and the Moreland Bearcats. And Kara, thank you for calling and texting. Dudley, we were on the radio too, along with some other music at the same time. That's
well, we're just multi-talented. That's all there is to it. So.
You know, it's Week 0. It's still kind of summertime officially, not kind of. It is. But we're getting set for high school football tonight. And, Dudley, a lot of teams in action tonight.
You bet. There's a lot of teams have a lot of actions. A lot of teams have gone to the one scrimmage format so they can play week 0. So you play week 0 and week 1. Then they can take another week off during the regular season and work on a lot of things. I know, talked to one of the coaches this afternoon, and they said they had a good scrimmage last week. There's some things they wanted to improve on, but that's why you have a scrimmage, and that's why you played non-district games here in week 0, 1, 2, 1, 3, and 4, so you can get a few opponents in and improve what you're doing before you get into your regular season competition then.
Again, glad to have you along. If you were trying to listen on the radio, there was multiple things going, and we're getting all this cobwebs out and rust off here for the 2018-2019 school season. Again, we're glad to have you along. 107 The Zone. We're on. You can go to a website, 107thezone.com, as you've been able to do in years past, and click listen. But we now are offering some video too. So check out our new website, oksports.tv. oksports.tv. It's the new home for Cordell and Hobart and Mangum sports. We hope you enjoy that. Also, if you go to our Facebook page, that's a fun way to stay connected. You can also comment during the games, root for your favorite players, and make fun of Dudley and Mike. Go to facebook.com/107thezone. On Facebook, 107 The Zone. You can watch the game, listen to the game, make comments, and root for your team and your favorite players. And again, we'll schedule those events on Facebook, and so if you like our page, which we hope you do, and we encourage you to like our Facebook page, you'll get reminded and you'll get a notification whenever we go live. So that's the easiest way to do that, and to not miss anything is to like our Facebook page, 107 The Zone. We'll have these games scheduled whenever they start. Your phone will ding, and you're watching and listening and not missing any Cordell action. So glad to have you along on 107 The Zone. Again, oksports.tv is the website, or on Facebook at 107 The Zone. We'll take another time out. What's on the clock, Dudley? About 12 minutes?
12 minutes.
All right, we'll come back, and Mike Sutherland is on his way. He had to do some heavy-duty work on the way. He had to help with the flat tire, I hear.
You bet. Paul Pankhurst was there, and I think Paul did the work, and Mike might have supervised. But
they
said they were well on their way, and they should be here shortly. So.
All right, Mike and Dudley, Cordell Sports, Cordell Football is on the air, 107 The Zone, and at oksports.tv.
High Plains Bank, located at 200 North College Street in Cordell, is the place to handle all of your banking needs. We offer competitive rates on mortgages, vehicle, commercial, and ag loans, along with friendly customer service. At High Plains Bank, we always have a cup of hot coffee or a cold drink waiting for you. High Plains Bank, community-driven and a proud supporter of the Cordell Blue Devils, member FDIC, and an equal housing lender.
You know, sometimes you just want good food, cooked fresh and made to order just the way you like it. Or a great tasting quarter-pound hamburger for only $2 after 4 o'clock. And sometimes you just want a great salad bar any time of the day. And daily specials? That's a fantastic idea, too. Well, we've got the place that'll make that happen right here in Cordell. Shorty's, just east of the traffic light in Cordell. Shorty's is even open late after every home football game. So find your coupon in the Blue Devil football program. That's Shorty's in Cordell. Go Blue Devils.
From Farmers Insurance, we want to say go Big Blue to our Cordell Blue Devils. Come by and see us at Gregg Insurance Agency for all your insurance needs. Your Farmers Insurance agent. Stop by South Market in downtown Cordell.
When hometown football approaches, that's when hometown shines. Bring out those hot cocoa thermoses. Bring on the team colors, shirts, and spirit. We'll be right here with you, cheering our home teams on to victory. Because nobody does hometown in Western Oklahoma like Bank of Western Oklahoma. Come bank with us. Weatherford, Cordell, Gary, Elk City, Viside, Woodward, where people come first. Online at bankofwesternoklahoma.com. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Everything you need and expect from a convenience store is always right here, waiting for you at the Right Here C-Store in Cordell. Fuel, food, more drinks, more seats, more hours, and where Subway is open until 11 and our grill is open till 10. It's always quick and convenient when you make a stop at the Right Here C-Store in Cordell. How about a car wash? Our automatic car wash bay is quick and convenient too. Come see us at the Right Here C-Store, where we're proud to support the Cordell Blue Devils.
At Corn Heritage Village, we're leading the way in patient care every day, every shift, all year round. We have rooms available right now for your loved ones. Care options include skilled nursing care, long-term care, Alzheimer's, dementia, and a whole lot more. We're a nonprofit facility since 1948. Experience the nonprofit difference. When you need us, we're here. Quality care from a staff that really does care. For more information, call Stephanie, 580-302-4554, 302-4554, Corn Heritage Village in Corn and Weatherford, communities of care.
From the moment you walk through the door, Jack's Flowers and Gifts on the Square in Cordell will delight your senses. We have gift items to please any recipient and new items coming in all the time, along with beautiful flowers and arrangements for every occasion. Our foremost wish is to provide you with quality service and products so we can see you returning through our door again and again. New owners Terry and Donna Jones welcome you to come in anytime and see all of the new additions and the continued traditions at Jack's Flowers and Gifts on the Square in Cordell.
Bring hope and peace to a child. Young children of all ages need homes. Please consider opening your loving home to a child in need. Children deserve to grow up in a loving, caring family. We have the services and community connections that can help foster families succeed. Contact your local youth service agency at 580-726-3383 for more details. Abused and neglected children are Oklahoma's most vulnerable population. Help is needed now. Great Plains Youth and Family Services is a proud sponsor of today's broadcast.
At Great Plains Bank, we're in the business of making your life easier, and we understand how tough it can be to strike the right balance between security and opportunity when rates are on the rise. With our new variable rate CD tied to Wall Street Journal Prime, you can have the best of both worlds. You get the security of a CD without the stress of worrying about market timing. And with rate floors, you get the upside without the risk. Stop by one of our locations or visit us at gpbankok.com. Great Plains Bank, member FDIC. Equal housing lender.
Friends, you'll find a store full of quality gift ideas at Cordell TV Appliance and Furniture in Cordell. Appliances and TVs from LG, Frigidaire, Whirlpool, KitchenAid, Speed Queen, Best, Catnapper, Bassett and Ashley Furniture, bedding from Serta. Now listen, we service everything we sell and we promise always the lowest possible prices and the absolute best service. Thanks so much for your friendship and your business. Cordell TV Appliance and Furniture. It's somewhere in Cordell.
Clinic Pharmacy of Cordell, a hometown family-owned and operated business, providing super quick and friendly service to Cordell and surrounding communities. Small enough to know you, big enough to serve your every need. Stop by to meet Chris and the Clinic Pharmacy staff, where our family knows yours.
CK Energy Electric Cooperative congratulates Maggie Green and Autumn Foster of Weatherford High School, Randy Lee Troglin of Mountain View Godebo High School, and Jensen Griswold of Southwest Covenant High School. These students recently won a $500 scholarship and an all-expense-paid trip to Washington, D.C. through CK Energy's Youth Tour program. Runners-up in the contest were Taylor Jaworski and Riley Martin of Cordell High School, Avery Beam of Lukiva Sickles High School, and Jaylee Robertson of Hydro Eakley High School. The runners-up received a $500 scholarship. Committed to our youth, that is part of the CK Energy Electric commitment.
Do you want a bank who's working for your best interest? Sure you do. That's why you want Bank of Cordell for your bank. That's right, 21st century banking at its best. The Bank of Cordell has been providing quality banking service since 1902 and is the oldest state bank in Ouachita County. Sounds like a lot of experience to me. So for experience in banking, state-of-the-art account management services, and quality personal service, visit the folks at Bank of Cordell, member FDIC.
Brown Ford in Cordell is now Wheeler Ford. Expect the same great service and selection you've always had from Brown Ford, now Wheeler Ford. Casey Horn and Tom Machunsky want to sell you a new or pre-owned car, truck, or SUV. They have a great selection, pre-owned and new Fords. If we don't have what you want, we'll find it. Your small-town dealer is now Wheeler Ford in Cordell. Country dealer, country prices. That's Wheeler Ford in Cordell. Let us make you a real deal real soon.
Hi, I'm Whitney Graham, Development and Alumni Specialist at Western Oklahoma State College. I am proud to introduce our newest Alumni Association Hall of Fame inductee, Kathy Hale. Kathy has served Southwest Oklahoma for 40 years as the director of the Southern Prairie Library System. She works tirelessly to bring the arts and humanities to our community and preserve our local heritage. We will have a banquet in her honor on September 29th at 6:30 p.m. in the Pioneer Heritage Center on campus. Call 477-7706 or email alumni@wosc.edu to reserve your tickets today.
Hi, this is Terry Jones at Sunshine Cafe in Cordell. Don and I just wanted to thank all of our customers for their business and support over the years. We so enjoy seeing you come through our doors, and we love serving you good food every day. If you haven't eaten at the Sunshine Cafe in Cordell, come see us. There's nothing like a little sunshine in the morning for lunch and for dinner. We'll warm up your day at the Sunshine Cafe on the square in Cordell.
And good evening. Welcome to another season of Cordell Blue Devil football. I'm Mike Sutherland. Dudley Simpson is getting warmed up on the headphones over there. Well, here in Moreland, America, this evening and for this matchup against Moreland and Cordell. How you doing this evening, Dudley?
Doing good, doing good. We got here a little early, got everything set up and halfway ready, so we're going to enjoy this one. We got the captains at midfield to get the coin toss going on, and for the Moreland Bearcats, captains are number 72, James Phelps, 58, Garrett Harris, number 15, Hayden Stewart, and number 4, Jared Schnobelin. And for the Cordell Blue Devils, you'll have number 5, Drayton Maddox, number 12, Kobe Rivera, number 50, James Ivey, and number 56, Paxton Schweitzer.
All right, good looking evening. Well, if you got here earlier, you're supposed to cool this place down just a little more,
I did. When we came in here at 4 o'clock or 4:20, it was about 98 or 100 degrees in here, and it's only in the high 80s right now.
Oh, yeah,
so.
Delightful football weather. Down on the field, captains there, Spirit Lions formed for both teams sitting here on the 50. Head official talking to the captains right now, getting ready for the coin toss. Looking at the beginning of the season here, starting on the road for the Cordell Blue Devils. Have our opener far away from home, not just an away game, a far away game.
It's only about 90. It's less than 90 miles, so it's not a bad little jaunt up here. So
well, in western Oklahoma, that's not terrible.
No.
When in western Oklahoma, you measure everything by hours, not miles.
You just get out and enjoy it and make the most of it. That's why we travel to get here. So
looks like Morland wins the toss, and we're about to get a decision here as to what's going on. Morland wins the toss, defers to the second half, and Cordell will receive the ball to open the season. Here we are in week 0. It's a new kind of format over the last couple of years. You have week 0 and then you go to week 1, and in there somewhere you have an open date.
You bet. I kind of like the format and stuff. We've got to enjoy it last year, and this is the second year to do that. It was an option last year. It's still an option this year. A lot of you're seeing more and more teams opt into this so they can play a couple of games, then have a week off and get ready for this one. This is a north-south field, and we've talked to several people. There's the train coming through. That's number 5 since we've been here.
Wow.
You'll hear a few of those this evening, so they do that quite often. But this is a north-south field, and we were talking, is in 2000 or 2001, we came up here on a playoff game, first round of playoffs, and got to play Moreland, and that's the last time we've been here to this Moreland field. They've got a nice complex out here on the north side of the railroad tracks. They've got a good gymnasium and stuff, and they've got a pad out here where they're going to build the high school to get it off the highway over there. So hopefully in another year or two.
If I'm not mistaken, didn't we play a playoff game up here last year? Did they not host a game for us, boys and girls? Did we not come here last year?
No.
Okay, then.
You're talking about football or
basketball?
No, we went to Arnett, and then we went to Arnett, and then we thought we was going to Fairview and didn't make it to Fairview. So
yeah, Arnett. That's where. Well, out here in this part of western Oklahoma, most of the little towns look the same. Three tumbleweeds out next to the side of the road, and that's where you know to turn to get to the football field.
And that's what. Take a break here.
All right, we're going to take a break. You're listening to 106.9 FM, 107thezone.com. We'll be back after a word from our sponsors.
When your doctor prescribes, get that prescription filled at Evetts Drug in Cordell. Professional, courteous service every time. And friends, you're more than just a customer to Jimmy Evetts and staff. You are a friend. Evetts Drug has a great selection of gift items, including items, perfume, and lots of fragrances, jewelry, and a whole lot more. Greeting cards, a great selection, and at the best price anywhere. Great folks to do business with. That would be Jimmy Evetts and staff at Evetts Drug in Cordell. Come see us.
I Plains Bank, located at 200 North College Street in Cordell, is the place to handle all of your banking needs. We offer competitive rates on mortgages, vehicle, commercial, and ag loans, along with friendly customer service. At High Plains Bank, we always have a cup of hot coffee or a cold drink waiting for you. High Plains Bank, community-driven and a proud supporter of the Cordell Blue Devils, member FDIC and an equal housing lender.
You know, sometimes you just want good food, cooked fresh and made to order just the way you like it. Or a great tasting quarter-pound hamburger for only $2 after 4 o'clock. And sometimes you just want a great salad bar any time of the day. And daily specials, that's a fantastic idea too. Well, we've got the place that'll make that happen right here in Cordell. Shorty's, just east of the traffic light in Cordell. Shorty's is even open late after every home football game. So find your coupon in the Blue Devil football program. That's Shorty's in Cordell. Go Blue Devils.
From Farmers Insurance, we want to say go Big Blue to our Cordell Blue Devils. Come by and see us at Gregg Insurance Agency for all your insurance needs. Your Farmers Insurance agent. Stop by South Market in downtown Cordell.
When hometown football approaches, that's when hometown shines. Bring out those hot cocoa thermoses. Bring on the team colors, shirts, and spirit. We'll be right here with you, cheering our home teams on to victory. Because nobody does hometown in Western Oklahoma like Bank of Western Oklahoma. Come bank with us. Weatherford, Cordell, Gary, Elk City, Viside, Woodward, where people come first. Online at bankofwesternoklahoma.com. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Everything you need and expect from a convenience store is always right here, waiting for you at the Right Here C-Store in Cordell. Fuel, food, more drinks, more seats, more hours, and where Subway is open until 11 and our grill is open till 10. It's always quick and convenient when you make a stop at the Right Here C-Store in Cordell. How about a car wash? Our automatic car wash bay is quick and convenient too. Come see us at the Right Here C-Store, where we're proud to support the Cordell Blue Devils.
And we're back here at Morland Stadium. Blue Devils just taken the field. Moreland have taken the field on their side, on the home side. And everybody's broken a sweat. Everybody should be good and warmed up. 12 minutes on the clock. And the Blue Devils will be receiving the football here.
And we had something unique just now. We had the national anthem played by a flute.
A flute.
A flutist played that, and that's the first time I've heard just a flute solo for the national anthem. I really enjoyed that and appreciate that.
They did a good job with it. Blue Devils line up to receive the football. Back deep for the Blue Devils is number 5, Drayton Maddox. And I'm going to try to get a side view. Number 1, Dane Corbin. And it appears number 9, Alex Grissom. Now, Ellis has gone on to bigger and better things. He's moved on to college. He's a staple here in Cordell football for the last several years. Now little brother gets to fill his shoes, and Alex has speed to burn.
And the Mooreland Bearcats will kick off from their own 40-yard line, and I believe that's number
80. Well, we got number 80.
80.
Well, we don't have him on the roster.
Landon Crawford.
There we go, right there. Excuse me.
Yep.
Wide receiver, D-back, and kicker, 150-pound sophomore.
He was kicking them deep earlier. I saw him warming up out here, so now he approaches, and he's going to boot it, and we're underway.
Left-footed kicker, good kick down to Corbin. He fumbles the ball at 10, picks it up. He's running out to the 15, bounces to the left, cuts back up to the middle, meets a host of Moreland. What is Moreland?
Flag. Moreland Bearcats.
Moreland Bearcats. I keep wanting to call them Tigers, and I know that is incorrect.
Yep. There's a flag on the play.
They're going to get a holding against the Blue Devils here. They're going to ask the Bearcats if they want this or just take the ball as it is. Looks like they're going to back them up further. So the Blue Devil season starts way back in their own territory. Looks like it's going to be about the 8 or 9 yard line. Looks. I'm going to call that the 9. What are you going to call it, Dudley?
I agree with you.
We'll go on the 9. So the Blue Devils football season, first offensive play, starts from the 9 yard line. 2 wide to the left, 2 wide to the right. Single back in the backfield with Addington, your starting quarterback this year. High snap, hands off to Drayton Maddox, met in the backfield at the 5.
And that's a crossbuck right there, and he ran right into a would-be tackler. So.
Yeah. And that single back, you don't have to worry about a fake because he's probably and you're deep in your own territory because most likely he's going to hand that ball off. Second down, and we'll call it 14. Addington with 2 backs this time, 2 wide to the right. High snap into the end zone, out of the back of the end zone, safety.
That's 2 quick points for the Moreland Bearcats.
And that's why you play field position. Field position is so important in a ball game, any ball game. And when you start deep in your own territory, you wait for mistakes, and you end up getting one right there. So it's going to be a 2-0 start for the Moreland Bearcats, and they get to receive this football now. And Blue Devils will be kicking off. We'll get a look at the Blue Devil kicking team here in just a moment.
I'm sure, Coach, I know that they had a good practice this week, and Coach said there's room for improvement, and I'm sure this is one of the things we'll see on improvement. But you got first game jitters, first game excitement right here, so that's what we're here to play now.
Well, you're looking at also a junior quarterback with his first starting time. He played sparingly last year, to say the least. In fact, he was the backup once Rhett Putnam was hurt and Kobe Seltzer was starting. He was the backup, and so he was third string last year. Didn't see a lot of action. He did get to throw a touchdown pass, if you'll remember, against Apache deep down the field. But right now, Blue Devils kicking from their own 20.
And whenever they kicked off, they had a left-footed kicker, and I thought of Rhett Putnam. That's the first thing I thought, because he kicked left-footed, and he's the only one I know until tonight when Morland did that.
And here we go. They're waiting on the white hat to signal it in, and he's ready to go. And here go the Blue Devils breaking the huddle, spreading out along the line to kick the ball. Is that a 64?
64. That'll be Cameron Cochran will be kicking for the Blue Devils off the tee.
Sophomore for the Blue Devils. Lined up across the field, ready to go. Kick, decent kick, right down to about the 35-yard line, starting at his own 20. Number 2 comes right up the middle of the field, met by the Blue Devils right about the 47.5-yard line, and the Bearcats will take the ball right there. Their first offensive possession will start in much better field position than the Blue Devils. Comparison from the 9-yard line. The Bearcats will start out their own, and it looks like they've spotted it at the 48, right at the 48-yard line. We have a pretty good midfield view from where we're sitting. And here we go. Bearcats line up with trips to the left, single to the right, single back, and the shotgun with the quarterback. Quarterback hands off right off the left side. Big hole, bounces to the outside and back in, and is brought down at the Blue Devil 46 after a gain of 6 yards, solid 6 yards.
Ball carrier was Cole Crawford. He's a junior for the Moreland Bearcats. Nice drive across the midfield line to the 46-yard line.
Yeah, he had a pretty good size hole there. I'm pretty sure me or you probably could have got 5 yards out of that one. Bearcats lined up. Trips right, one in the backfield, hands it off again up the middle, and stuffed just behind the line of scrimmage. We're going to call it a no gain.
And Gavin Jasmer from Cordell said, "That's mine." He did a good tackle at the 46-yard line.
They ran the same play just to the opposite side, and they plugged it up this time. So you're looking at 3rd and 4. Number 80 wide out / kicker comes back in the game, brings the play into the game for the Bearcats. Blue Devils lined up with a 5-man front, 2 ends, 3 down linemen. Looks like a 3-5-3 somewhat of a defense. 2 wide to the right for the Bearcats. 1 single back. Quarterback and shotgun. He rolls to the right. An RPO. He slings it out there. Has a receiver and missed them by a mile.
He overthrew him. He's a left-handed quarterback, and so he's running right, throwing left, and that's kind of an awkward move, but he made a good throw. He just overthrew his
It looked a little to me like the receiver he was throwing to didn't think he was being thrown to.
Yeah.
And that's kind of what it looked like.
A little miscommunication there. So.
Interesting. If you hear us say something like RPO, that means a run-pass option. It means they're going to roll the quarterback one way or another, and he has the option to execute a running play or pull it back and throw it.
I have to write that down so I'll know what we're talking about.
RPO.
So. They're going to try to punt this one away.
Yeah, well, they got them 2 points the last time they pinned this deep. Why not try it again? Bounce pass back, and good pressure on the punt. Ball skips down at the 15-yard line there to number 80. Again, he's having an active night this evening. He's down at the 15-yard line. And we're going to go to commercial break. You're listening to 106.9 FM, 107thezone.com.
At Corn Heritage Village, we're leading the way in patient care every day, every shift, all year round. We have rooms available right now for your loved ones. Care options include skilled nursing care, long-term care, Alzheimer's, dementia, and a whole lot more. We're a nonprofit facility since 1948. Experience the nonprofit difference. When you need us, we're here. Quality care from a staff that really does care. For more information, call Stephanie, 580-302-4554, 302-4554. Corn Heritage Village in Corn and Weatherford, communities of care.
All right, back to play. They resumed play rather quickly. Got a 2nd and 9. Handoff straight up the middle for the Blue Devils. Went nowhere. Blue Devils looking to the sideline for the play. We got 1 wide to the left, 2 wide right. Make that 3 wide to the right. Single back in the backfield. Quarterback in the shotgun. Have a snap back there. A little bit of high snap, but he fields it. Passes out to the right. Overshoots his receiver. Corbin Dawson was his receiver at about the 22, 23-yard line. Had some pressure in his face. Got a little excited and sailed one on him. It'll be 3rd and long for the Blue Devils. 3rd and 9 to be close to exact.
That's close.
That's close.
Close to exact. I'll take it.
Close to. Approximate's too hard to say sometimes, so
bet.
we're going to go close to exact. Use 4 words to bring it down to 1 big word. There we go. Blue Devils 3rd and long, deep in their own territory. Good snap that time. Hands off. Tried to counter. Didn't quite get past the line of scrimmage there. Blue Devils come up with 4th and long.
Hand off to Drayton Maddox as he tried to go to the left side again, and they kind of read that one and said, well, we're going to back you up to the 14, isn't it? 20. Yeah, about the 14-yard line.
All right, then. Drayton Maddox will be back to punt. A lot of new faces on the line in different places this year, different positions. A lot of returning players. They got some good playing time, but this year they moved over to different positions. Different deep snapper this year. Good snap right there. Drayton steps into it. Has a good long, high-hanging kick coming down behind. And good bounce for the Blue Devils there. Bounces out to the 46-yard line, and will be down there by the Blue Devils.
He bet that bounced on about the 40 and went all the way to the 46, so that's a good help right there for Cordell.
Looks like they're coming right back at us here, so we'll just stay right here for the play. Bearcats lead this one 2-0 in the bottom of the 9th. No, I'm kidding. After a high snap that gave them a safety, Bearcats lead this one. Bearcats have 1st and 10 on the Blue Devil 46. 2 wide to the right, 2 in the backfield, quarterback in the shotgun, handoff straight up the middle, close in the middle. Colby Rivera right there on the tackle, right at the line of scrimmage. Good hit by Colby, brings down number 2, Theo Sutton for the Bearcats. Good tackle by Colby Rivera.
Colby even gave him a yard loss on that one because Colby was monster man on defense last year for Cordell.
All right, then, here we go. We have the Bearcats coming out of their huddle. Got 1 wide to the right. Trips to the left. Single back in the backfield. Quarterback in the shotgun. Blue Devils go with 5 across and 4 on right. It's a quarterback option. He's bringing it right up the middle, and he is suffocated by Drayton Maddox. Well, it's going to be right behind the line of scrimmage again. Looks like they lost about a foot. And Blue Devil defense standing strong right there.
James Ivey was in on that to help right there. Good monster coverage by the defense.
Just a quarterback keeper to the weak side of the field. And it is now 3rd down and 11 from the Blue Devil 47-yard line. 3 wide to the right for the Bearcats. Single backfield, quarterback in the shotgun. 1 man wide to the left. And here we go. Delayed snap. He's looking to his right. Zings one out there. It's caught, but well covered by the Blue Devils and caught and tackled short of the line to gain. And it'll be 4th down and looks like 5 to me from here at the 41-yard line of the Blue Devils.
Alex Grissom was in on the coverage and the tackle right there. Excellent coverage by the Blue Devils.
Now, you're going to have to get to know this year's team again all over, and by the time you figure out who everybody is, you're game 6 into the season. But Alex Grissom has a lot of speed, and we're lining up for 4th and short, and they're going to go on 2, I bet, just to see if they can draw the Blue Devils off sides. Yeah, and that's exactly what they did. Timeout. We're going to take a break here for a word from our sponsors. You're listening to 106.9 FM, 107thezone.com.
From the moment you walk through the door, Jack's Flowers and Gifts on the Square in Cordell will delight your senses. We have gift items to please any recipient and new items coming dropping in all the time, along with beautiful flowers and arrangements for every occasion. Our foremost wish is to provide you with quality service and products so we can see you returning through our door again and again. New owners Terry and Donna Jones welcome you to come in anytime and see all of the new additions and the continued traditions at Jack's Flowers and Gifts on the Square in Cordell.
Bring hope and peace to a child. Young children of all ages need homes. Please consider opening your loving home to a child in need. Children deserve to grow up in a loving, caring family. We have the services and community connections that can help foster families succeed. Contact your local youth service agency at 580-726-3383 for more details. Abused and neglected children are Oklahoma's most vulnerable population. Help is needed now. Great Plains Youth and Family Services is a proud sponsor of today's broadcast.
All right, we're back here, 4th and short. Now the Bearcats changed their mind, line up in a punt formation. Blue Devils back to receive is Drayton Maddox. Nice straightaway punt.
Short.
Kind of short. It's going to come up out of bounds almost, right there at the 15 again. Blue Devils' average starting position for their first 3 possessions is going to be about the 11-yard line. One of those ended up in a safety. One has ended up in a punt. And now Blue Devils beginning again deep in their own territory. Hard to open up the playbook this early in the season when you really don't know what your bread and butter is, really don't know what you're going to be able to sit on, work with for the rest of the season. So we have a timeout. We're going to go take a break. And you're listening to 106.9 FM, 107thezone.com.
At Great Plains Bank, we're in the business of making your life easier, and we understand how tough it can be to strike the right balance between security and opportunity when rates are on the rise. With our new variable rate CD tied to Wall Street Journal Prime, you can have the best of both worlds. You get the security of a CD without the stress of worrying about market timing. And with rate floors, you get the upside without the risk. Stop by one of our locations or visit us at gpbankok.com. Great Plains Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Friends, you'll find a store full of quality gift ideas at Cordell TV Appliance and Furniture in Cordell. Appliances and TVs from LG, Frigidaire, Whirlpool, KitchenAid, Speed Queen, Best, Catnapper, Bassett, and Ashley Furniture. Bedding from Serta. Now listen, we service everything we sell, and we promise always the lowest possible prices and the absolute best service. Thanks so much for your friendship and your business. Cordell TV Appliance and Furniture. It's somewhere in Cordell.
Clinic Pharmacy of Cordell, a hometown family-owned and operated business, providing super quick and friendly service to Cordell and surrounding communities. Small enough to know you, big enough to serve your every need. Stop by to meet Chris and the Clinic Pharmacy staff, where our family knows yours.
1st and 10, quarterback keeper straight up the middle. Addington for a gain of, looks like to me, about a yard. I'm going to give him a yard no matter whether Mr. Striped Shirt does or not. We're going to.
They did on the down marker.
They're going to give him a yard. Blue Devils quick back to the line. 2 wide to the right. 2 wide to the left. Single backfield. Quarterback in the shotgun. Pressure off the edge. He looks over to his left and skips the pass over to Rivera. But there's a flag on the play. And I'm going to be willing to bet the Blue Devils were not set on that side.
Yeah, because you could hear the whistles and the flag about the time they snapped it. And so that we're getting an offside against Moreland. Oh, good. That gives a few free yards in.
Give you a little bit of a breather. And so far on the 3rd possession of the game, that's the most positive gain we've had of the night. But that's going to bring us up to 2nd, and it looks like a long 4. Blue Devils 2 wide to the right, 2 wide to the left. Quarterback in the shotgun with a single back, and there's all kinds of movement. Everybody jumped. And I think we're going to give that 5 yards back.
Blame Cordell for that movement. We flinched a little bit. So 5 up and 5 back, no problem. So
back to 2nd and 9. Now, early season jitters. It looks like a game that is the first game of the year. Just some simple fundamental mistakes. That's the 2nd penalty on the Blue Devils and the 1st against the Moreland Bearcats. 1 wide to the right. I'm going to look over here as a screen. Good pass to Rivera. He's going to get the edge, and there comes a flag out. And it's going to be another flag against the Blue Devils. That's going to be a block in the back against Grissom.
They're just trying to help Kobe out a little bit. So.
Trying to get him a little bit of a running room there. But we're going to get a block in the back against the Blue Devils, and they're going to enforce it. That's going to back us up. That's going to be a half the distance to the goal. And now you may see the Bearcats decline this one because that would put them in third and very long. Third and long or second and 12. You're going to look at third and 9 or second and about 13.
They're saying move it back.
Move it back. So we're going to look at about second and 13. They're stepping it off. It's going to back it up to the Bearcat, 8.5, 9 yard line. So that's going to be second down and about 15. That's worth backing them up for if you're the Bearcats. This bad field position, boy, it makes you play tentative, makes you play a little tight. Got to play through it, though. Blue Devils looking to the sideline for the play call. 2 wide to the left, 2 wide to the right. Quarterback in the shotgun. J.J. Addington's in the shotgun. Drayton Maddox is the single back in the backfield. Coming to the line. Good snap. We're rolling to the left. Addington has a receiver open down the middle, and there he is. Corbin Dawson finds some room, and that's going to be a Blue Devil first down.
That's about the 25-yard line. You got to love the way that play played out right there.
Receiver found some space behind the line of scrimmage and between the secondary, and it was an easy pitch and catch for Addington to Corbin, and that is the Blue Devils' first down of the season. Good job, fellas.
That's the first down of this whole ball game.
Of this whole ball game.
You bet.
1st and 10 Blue Devils. It's still deep in their own territory. Going to hand it off to Drayton Maddox right up the middle, and is just met. They're reading that play pretty well, and it's not developing well enough for the Blue Devils right now. It's going to be second and about, we'll call it 9, and if I'm just being real generous, we'll call it 8.5. Blue Devils football on the 26, just beyond the 25-yard line, not quite the 26. Blue Devils lined up 2 wide to the right, 2 wide to the left. Snap, shotgun. There we go. Same play to the other side. And there's good catch in traffic by Kobe Rivera. Good play by the senior, number 12. And that's going to be another first down for the Blue Devils. Moving the chains. That ball now on the 39-yard line. Blue Devils found just a little bit of a rhythm, getting out of their own way with the penalties for the moment. 2 wide left, 2 wide right. Blue Devils lined up in the shotgun with a single back. High snap, but Addington fields it. There's a screen, and there it comes up the middle. Good catch by Maddox. That's about a 9.5-yard gain. He juggled it for a little bit and looks like he was going to get tackled, and another Bearcat came in for the tackle and knocked his own man off of Maddox, and that created a 9-yard gain. And so we have second and short now for the Blue Devils, about a second and we'll call it a yard.
Second and a crappie. That's
yeah,
what
second and a crappie. You fishing good ponds if that's a crappie for you, buddy.
Hey, you bet.
There's Blue Devils, same formation. Going to hand it off straight up the middle. No, I'm standing here right on the line of scrimmage. It doesn't look like he got it to me. It's going to bring up third and short for the Blue Devils. 3rd down and 1 for the Blue Devils on their own 48-yard line. Football just resting just beyond the 48-yard line. 2 wide left, and here comes our 6th train of the night. 2 wide to the right. Single backfield. Quarterback in the shot. Everybody checking their play right now at the wristbands. Blue Devils take the field, take the snap. High snap. Good thing that kid's got long arms. Throwing it deep, and he's going to come back for it. They're wrestling for it. And there's going to come in the flag, and that's a good call. He climbed his back. That's a good call.
Carson Nickel was there and really had a good opportunity to catch that, but he was hammered and brought down before he had the open opportunity to catch it. So.
Nickel did a really fine job there sealing off the defender behind him, create almost a jump ball situation. Had a good shot at it. Defender played it really tight, really tough, but got just a little bit too much of the receiver. And so that's going to be a 15-yard penalty. Another Blue Devil first down. Now they're moving the ball. It is on the Bearcat 38-yard line. 2 receivers wide to the right, 2 wide to the left. Quarterback in the shotgun. Drayton Maddox in the backfield with the quarterback. There's the snap. Good snap. Quick toss to Grissom, and he's got some room. And he is brought down right at the 20. I want to call it about the 28-yard line.
Alex Grissom made a good catch, turned to the inside, and made a curl up toward the middle. Of course, you can see that on the internet because we're live on oksports.tv and then facebook.com 107 The Zone. You can see that, and maybe you believe what we're saying here now.
Well, here we go. 1 wide to the left for the Blue Devils. Double backfield. 2 wide to the right. Looks like we're going to get a run out of this. High snap and trouble fielding it, and that's going to be a big loss. And that's going to be a late penalty.
As they went back and covered it, then they were tackled or bounced on the ground there. So.
He covered it, whistle blew, and the tackler came in and hit him anyway. That's going to be a 15-yard penalty, going to be what would have been about an 11-yard loss. That's going to end up being about an overall 4-yard gain after the 15-yard penalty. And that's going to be a Blue Devil first down.
I was going to say, gives you his first down out of the deal right here. So
yeah.
First down by penalty right there.
And there he is on the 25-yard line, just across the Bearcat 25. Blue Devils football. 2 wide to the left, 2 wide to the right. Going to bring Corbin Dawson back into the backfield with Drayton Maddox, double backfield. Handoff straight up the middle to Drayton Maddox. Does a good job with the limited blocking he got off the left side there. Had Dane Corbin needs to carry a biscuit in his pocket to double his weight size. he's a speedster, but he don't carry a lot of weight. Well, then we got about a half-yard gain there, and so it's going to be 2nd and long for the Blue Devils. Carson Nickel wide to the left for the Blue Devils. Ellis Grissom wide to the right, and Colby Rivera wide to the right.
And by Drayton lining up deep, that gives him a little more downhill running room, so he has a little more vision to see where he's going right here.
High snap again, and good pitch just to save his life there. Good cut back by Maddox, weaving his way through the middle of the field, falls forward, and that's going to bring up a 3rd and manageable. That's going to be about 3rd and 4.
Inside the 20, and depends on where they mark him, so right there.
Yeah.
Inside the 20.
And Blue Devils quick to the line. They're looking to the sideline for the play call, and now we got it. Grissom's going to come back to the right side of the field with Rivera. Nickel and Dawson on the left side of the field. Addington and Maddox in the backfield. Swing pass, and he just pulled the string on it, short-armed it. And he gave it a hop, skip, and a jump there. It's going to be incomplete. 4th and about 5, and being that we don't have kickers, we're going to be going for this one.
Okay, might as well go for that one, no problem. So, and you got to love it. Is Kobe Rivera? He caught the ball, but he went to his knees and it bounced to him, but he still maintained coverage of it to hang on to it. So what are we going to do? We're going to line up and go for it.
We don't have a place kicker with that kind of range. And there's going to be a motion penalty. The back got to running before the snap, and that's going to be a motion penalty, and it's going to be declined. Incomplete pass. And it's going to be turned over on downs by the Blue Devils. But they flipped the field position. Going to be illegal motion. Penalty decline. Bearcat football.
2:03. With 2:03 left in this first period of play, the Morland Bearcats lead the Cordell Blue Devils by a score of 2-0.
Right then. Better drive than the previous two. We moved it 80 yards almost. Just came up short on the end. Penalty negated, killed the end of that drive. Well, here we go. Now we flip the field. It is Bearcat football on their own 19. They have 2 wide to the right, 1 wide to the left, single backfield. Take the snap. It's going to be faked over the middle, and it's going to be a screen back, and he just couldn't hold on to it. Saw the hole open up in front of him and didn't seal the deal before he started running.
He saw the defense coming and said, well, I've got running room, but I got to hang on to the ball. Incomplete pass is what it goes in the book.
So it's going to be 2nd and 10 for the Bearcats. Blue Devil defense up to the job right now. The 2 points given up were given by the offense, so Blue Devils pitching a shutout on defense. 1 wide to the right, 1 wide to the left for the Bearcats. 2 tight end set, single back. And the back moved. And that was a penalty on us just a minute ago. I'm not understanding how it's not a penalty on them.
He better stay in motion when he does that.
So. Well, he didn't. He went back and reset. That should have been a penalty. So after a quarterback keeper gets him about 2.5 yards, that is going to bring up 3rd down and long. And the coach is talking to the official. How's that a penalty on us and not on them?
Get him out to the 23, did he? So.
Yeah, and I think the official may have answered. It all depends on which side of the track you're on, Coach.
So you know where the official's getting paid tonight, no problem. So.
Yeah, so we have a 3rd and long situation for the Bearcats. Bearcats bring in extra wide receiver. We're looking at a 2 wide to the left for the Bearcats, 1 way wide to the right, and we're going to get a timeout by the Bearcats. You're listening to 107 The Zone, oksports.tv, facebook.com, 107 The Zone. If you'll follow through that, you'll be able to see us.
CK Energy Electric Cooperative congratulates Maggie Green and Autumn Foster of Weatherford High School, Randy Lee Troglin of Mountain View Godebo High School, and Jansen Griswold of Southwest Covenant High School. These students recently won a $500 scholarship and an all-expense-paid trip to Washington, D.C. through CK Energy's Youth Tour program. Runners-up in the contest were Taylor Javorski and Riley Martin of Cordell High School, Avery Beam of Lukiva Sickles High School, and Jaylee Robertson of Hydro Eakley High School. The runners-up received a $500 scholarship. Committed to our youth, that is part of the CK Energy Electric commitment.
And we are back to Moreland here. It is a timeout. Gonna look at the first three drives for the Blue Devils. Started deep in their own territory. All three drives. Average starting position was about the 11. And first two drives didn't go anywhere. In fact, one went backwards and gave up 2 points, which is the lead for the Moreland Bearcats right now. Last drive for the Blue Devils traveled a good chunk of the field, about 70 yards, and just fizzled out right there at the end because of some penalties. And now the Bearcats, deep in their own territory, on about their 23-yard line, have two wide to the right, one wide to the left, single backfield. He's looking left all the way. He's got a man out there, and he beat the coverage, and he's running down the sideline, and that's going to score.
My goodness, it was good coverage. It was a great pass.
It was a good pass. It was good coverage, a better pass. And that's going to be a touchdown for the Bearcats. They now lead 8-0 with 1:04 remaining in the first quarter.
Goodness, that was a great pass, good coverage, and our defender went up with an outstretched hand, and you're that close to knocking it down. But when you don't, that makes it an 77-yard pass play touchdown.
Yeah, there we go. Are they going to try to kick this? We're going to see here if they have place kickers. And what that looks like they may or they may not here. Here we go. We are going to get a place kicker here. I'm going to see what extra points. High school extra points are something of interest for many times. Sometimes they're pretty good. Sometimes they're not so much. Number 8 lined up for the kick. Coles Crawford. Good snap. Holds down. Straight on kick. Is no good. He pulled it to the left. You're listening to 107 The Zone -oksports.tv -facebook.com 107 The Zone. We'll be back in a minute.
Do you want a bank who's working for your best interest? Sure you do. That's why you want Bank of Cordell for your bank. That's right, 21st century banking at its best. The Bank of Cordell has been providing quality banking service since 1902 and is the oldest state bank in Ouachita County. Sounds like a lot of experience to me. So for experience in banking, state-of-the-art account management services, and quality personal service, visit the folks at Bank of Cordell. Member FDIC.
Brown Ford in Cordell is now Wheeler Ford. Expect the same great service and selection you've always had from Brown Ford, now Wheeler Ford. Casey Horn and Tom Machunsky want to sell you a new or pre-owned car, truck, or SUV. They have a great selection, pre-owned and new Fords. If we don't have what you want, we'll find it. Your small-town dealer is now Wheeler Ford in Cordell. Country dealer, country prices. That's Wheeler Ford in Cordell. Let us make you a real deal real soon.
Oh, all right, ladies and gentlemen, we're back after a 77-yard pass play down the left side. 1:04 remaining in the first quarter. Bearcats lead this one 8-0. They've scored on a safety given up by the offense and a long pass play. Up until then, the Blue Devil defense had looked pretty stout, just a good coverage, just couldn't quite get the bat down on the pass. Left-footed kicker coming to the line. Nice kick down the middle of the field. Corbin fumbles it again at the 11, trying to find some room in the middle. No, cutting back. Well, I was about to say cutting back isn't going to work, but he got about 15 yards after I said I was going to say that.
He made something out of nothing then and crosses the 30 out to about the 31-yard line.
I would say so, right about there. Looks like they're going to spot him just short, about the 29.
Okay. He fell forward a long ways, and I thought he had the 31. So,
well, you know, we're on one side of the ball, looking at one side of the jerseys, and somebody else is looking at the other jerseys, and you know, we thought it was better than that.
I'll go for that.
We'll go for it. One wide to the left for the Blue Devils, and we have a bunch right, which 3 receivers bunched up right on the end of the line. That's what it's called, a bunch right. Single backfield, one in motion, back to the left, and had two guys in motion because one guy didn't know where he was supposed to be.
And now they got lined up again, but the flag comes out, and it'll be a 5-yard penalty.
Yeah, can't have two guys in motion at the same time.
And our offensive line right here, you got Hayden Addington as your center. James Ivey is a guard. Dalton Marshall is a guard. Paxton Schweitzer tackle. And Gavin Jasmer is a tackle also.
All right, then here we go. One wide to the left, going to do that same thing. All three of them are going to bunch to the right now. Everybody set, and it's going to be a quarterback sweep to the left, and he didn't follow the blockers. He tried to cut back inside and got nothing. That play's designed to follow those three receivers around the end, and he chose not to do that. Looks like he may have been cut off, so second down and long for the Blue Devils. And we got one wide to the left, two wide to the right. Single backfield with the quarterback in the shotgun. Slot left. Looks like a blitz package coming, and good bat down by the defense. Batted the ball in the air and intercepted by number 44, Keaton Bowers. Yep. And it's going to be Bearcat football inside the Blue Devil 10. Looking for a crossing pattern just beyond the line of scrimmage. Ball batted up into the air right into the linebacker's hands. And so turnover for the Blue Devils. Defense right back on the field for the Blue Devils. Ball at the 13-yard line. Okay. And here we go. Two wide to the right, one wide to the left for the Bearcats. Single backfield. We got the snap. He's going to hand it off right up the middle with a lead blocker. Brought down from behind. You cannot leave that young man without a blocker on him, ladies and gentlemen. That is Paxton Schweitzer. Chased it down from behind.
He was in the backfield doing that. Yeah,
about another half step, he could have had the handoff. But that's something the Moreland Bearcats will learn from.
They're going to let this quarter expire, so we'll go ahead and take a break and then be back with second period action.
Hi, I'm Whitney Graham, Development and Alumni Specialist at Western Oklahoma State College. I am proud to introduce our newest Alumni Association Hall of Fame inductee, Kathy Hale. Kathy has served Southwest Oklahoma for 40 years as the director of the Southern Prairie Library System. She works tirelessly to bring the arts and humanities to our community and preserve our local heritage. We will have a banquet in her honor on September 29th at 6:30 p.m. in the Pioneer Heritage Center on campus. Call 477-7706 or email alumni@wosc.edu to reserve your tickets today.
Hi, this is Terry Jones at Sunshine Cafe in Cordell. Don and I just wanted to thank all of our customers for their business and support over the years. We so enjoy seeing you come through our doors, and we love serving you good food every day. If you haven't eaten at the Sunshine Cafe in Cordell, come see us. There's nothing like a little sunshine in the morning for lunch and for dinner. We'll warm up your day at the Sunshine Cafe on the square in Cordell.
And we're back here in Morland. After a turnover and then a loss on the play, Bearcats have the ball on the Blue Devils' 16-yard line, just about to start the second quarter. Sun's starting to set here, getting some unique shadows on the field. If you're on the home side, you're shaded. If you're on the visitor side, you're covering your eyes and hoping you have good sunglasses, looking right into the sun. Blue Devils take the field on defense. Second down and 15 for the Bearcats. It is possible for a first down without scoring for them. And here Bearcats break the huddle. One going to be wide to the right. Two wide left. Double back backfield. Got a fullback and a tailback lined up in the eye, offset to the quarterback. Low snap, going to hand it off to the tailback, and he is stuffed in the backfield for about another 3-yard loss. So other than mistakes, really, by the Blue Devils, this game's even.
You bet. Carson Nichols in on that tackle for the Blue Devils, along with Drayton Maddox, and maybe one more from that defensive front line.
So it's going to be third down. Ball at the 19 of the Blue Devils. The drive going the Blue Devils' way. They're backing them up after the turnover. And here we go. We're bringing the Bearcats to the line of scrimmage. Going to go with one wide to the left, two wide to the right. Tight end on the end, a single backfield. He's looking right all the way, and Schweitzer is on his tail, and he's going to run right into a waiting linebacker, number 50 for the Blue Devils. And that's James Ivey. Excuse me.
Yeah, James Ivey had that. He had that from word go right there. As he turned, he stayed with him the entire time, and then so he made the tackle right there with no problem.
So it's going to be, they're going to call it no gain, if not about a half-yard loss. So it's going to be 4th and long. Obviously, you're going to go for this again. They can get a first down without scoring. And we're going to do a trips to the left, 1 wide to the right, single backfield, quarterback in the shotgun. Low snap, and it's bobbled, and he has to eat it, but they missed the tackle. Blue Devils coming up for the tackle and bring him down about the 15, and that's going to be turnover on downs for the Blue Devils. And so the Blue Devil defense holds, and we're moving the ball the other direction now.
Yeah, the quarterback, even after he missed that and then went down, the tackler went over the top because he could have had him smashed at there about the 23 or 24-yard line. He got up and ran a few yards and got it down. What's the yard line are they on there?
And it looks like the 19. Looks like he only got back to the line of scrimmage. He did a lot of running because he was so far in the backfield. All right, then. Blue Devils rotate some players. You have 1 wide to the right, 2 wide left for the Blue Devils. Single backfield, quarterback in the shotgun. Blue Devils taking the snap on 1st and 10 at their own 20. Looking deep down the field, has a man, and almost intercepted.
You got to love it. Addington, he looked left, and then he came back right and threw it back over the middle of the field, and Morland kind of had that red right there, and they almost picked that one off.
Well, in that particular situation, your receiver has to look out for your quarterback and make sure he gets across the face of the safety, and he drifted just a little bit. But, again, first game of the year, we're looking to pass again. He's under pressure, throws it deep off his back foot, kind of up for grabs, and actually batted away by Rivera on the play, preventing interception. Had some pressure there, threw it off his back foot, kind of up for grabs.
You bet. Kobe went high, and it was a little above him and the defender, but he made sure if I can't get it, you won't even touch it either. So, not a problem there.
So, real quick, it's 3rd and long from their own 15-yard line. Blue Devils going to bring it in a little tighter this go-around, try to protect the quarterback a little bit. In fact, there's no 1 wide to the right. Everybody in tight, single backfield, looking for a slot. He's got a man out there, but he cut off his route, and that's a quick 3 and out, and the Blue Devils will line up the punt.
Yeah, Kobe Rivera was in that pattern, but another 5 yards, and he could have caught that pass. So, he had to be a little bit deeper and a little bit more there. So, good effort, good series, but it just didn't capitalize on that one.
All right, then. 4th and long, Drayton Maddox back to punt. Number 11 for the Bearcats is Dylan. You want to give a shot at number 11?
Number 11.
Number 11.
Mama, you know who he is. So.
He's hanging back about the 45. Blue Devils kick. Nice, long, high-hanging kick. Going to drive him back just a little. He fumbles the football and is eaten at the 50.
Dane Corbin
right there on top of him. A little bit of jawing going on right there, and that's one of those things that you like to see when it's competitive, but you don't like to see when you're losing. when you're down on the scoreboard, is not the time to jaw.
Well, and the thing of it is, with them being in a different district than us, the only time we'd see them again is in postseason. Yeah. So, set a pattern, establish something here, and Moreland goes 1st and 10 from the Blue Devil 49-yard line.
All right, 2 wide to the right, 1 wide to the left, single backfield. I'm going to get the snap. He's going to fake the handoff and keep it looking for himself. Found a little room in the middle. Brought down by number 74, Gavin Jasmer, sophomore for the Blue Devils, having a good showing so far tonight.
You bet. He's one of your offensive linemen, and he's playing a super job here on defense, too.
2nd down and 7 for the Bearcats. It really has been an evenly matched ball game other than, just some miscues by the Blue Devils. I mean,
well, you take Blue Devils the safety and the one defensive miss that they capitalized and get way down the field on. So,
and then defensively they hold them deep in their own territory. And here we go, 2nd down and long for the Bearcats. He's going to hand it off right up the middle, and nothing there, and ball almost came loose. Hayden Addington in on the tackle along with James Ivy. And it's going to bring up, that's going to be a no gain. We'll be up 3rd down and 7 for the Bearcats. And we're looking at a situation where I'm almost willing to wager that it's going to be a quarterback keeper. We have 8:47 remaining in the first half. It's score 8-0 Moreland. He's rolling to his left. His RPO play, run pass option, flings it to the left, has a receiver down there, but it's intercepted by the Blue Devils. They're going to give him the kid. No, they're saying he dropped it.
J.J. Addington was there in the coverage.
Yeah,
he went up, and we both thought he had it, but it was taken away by number 4, Jared Schnollenbellen. And so it's an incomplete pass, isn't it? Yes.
Yeah, they're giving an incomplete pass, 4th down. Official on the play had a pretty good view at it, and he was about 50 yards closer than we were.
You bet.
So we're going to give him the benefit of the doubt.
I thought J.J. Addington had it, and so he must have been taken away and fell short. So it's good. If I can't have it, you can't have it, even though that's Moreland's attitude on that one.
Yeah, number 44 back to kick. Back to punt, standing by his own 40-yard line. 8:31 remaining in the half. Moreland leads this one 8-0. And there's a punt. Had a good rush on him, but he was able to get it away. Ball sails out of bounds. We're going to call that. Let's see where Mr. Official. It's early in the season for the officials, too. He's moving a little slow. So it's going to be Blue Devil football at their own 24. And they're taking the field right away, so we're going to stay right here as opposed to going to commercial break.
You bet. And you want to remind everybody that, we enjoy doing these things, but you can hear this on the radio at 106.9 FM or go on the internet to oksports.tv, and then on the Facebook, you can go to facebook.com 107 The Zone. So there's 3 or 4 ways you can hear this and see this, and we appreciate everybody, our sponsors, making this available for us.
All right, new lineman in the game for the Blue Devils, number 77, Adam Gonzalez, and number, I believe 75 came in, number Andrew Guzman as well. Got the snap, good looking snap there. Got some time to throw, slow developing around, and he's got it, and he's off to the races. You're not catching him. He's at the 20, he's at the 10, touchdown Blue Devils.
Alex Grissom took that in stride.
Yeah.
And then he makes big strides when he goes.
That is one long-legged young man. And now that the gap has just closed. It is 8-6, no flags on the play. First time all night, really, the Addington really had time to set his feet, survey the field, and choose which route he wanted to go to. And look what happens when you block for the quarterback, fellas.
I'm going to ask you, what was the line of scrimmage there?
It was the 24-yard line of scrimmage.
So that's a 76-yard pass play.
76-yard touchdown pass. Blue Devils lining up for the extra point. Trailing this one 8-6. Number 11 for the Blue Devils, Parker Johnson, is going to be a straight-on kick. Takes a step to the right. And let's see what this looks like here. There's the snap. Good hold. Kick. He pulled it to the left also. So here at the 8-minute mark left in the half, 8:13 left in the first half, Blue Devils closed the gap with a 76-yard touchdown pass to Alex Grissom, and Bearcats lead 8-6. We'll be back. You're listening to 107 The Zone, OK Sports TV, and on Facebook.com, 107 The Zone.
When your doctor prescribes, get that prescription filled at Evans Drug in Cordell. Professional, courteous service every time. And friends, you're more than just a customer to Jimmy Evans and staff. You are a friend. Evans Drug has a great selection of gift ideas, including many OU and OSU items, perfume and lots of fragrances, jewelry, and a whole lot more. Greeting cards, a great selection, and at the best price anywhere. Great folks to do business with. That would be Jimmy Evans and staff at Evans Drug in Cordell. Come see us.
And we're back here. Just missed an exciting play from Cordell Blue Devils. J.J. Addington drops deep into his own backfield, sets his feet, surveys, throws the ball deep down the right side, finds Alex Grissom, not Ellis. Ellis moved on to bigger and better things this year. Graduated high school, moved on to college. Little brother Alex filling his shoes for a 76-yard touchdown pass for the Blue Devils.
Looking good, and that's why the coach drew it up on the playbook, so that's why you're supposed to run it and make it happen now.
Then that's what most coaches will tell you. Now, if you'll do what I tell you to every time, that's what it looks like every play, fellas.
That's why Coach Beasley doesn't have any hair. He's pulling most of his hair out. So.
Yeah, he's been at it a little while, and most coaches lose hair as they go, and it's usually sophomores to senior young men that cause that hair loss for them. 8-6 with the 7th train of the evening rolling through Moreland, America. Blue Devils back to kick the football. Back deep to receive for the Bearcats is number 11, Dylan Cahoe. That's what I'm going to go with. Don't hang me, people. And nice kick, line drive kick, deep down to the 10-yard line. Blue Devils covering this one. He's trying to bounce it to the outside, and he's not going to catch this corner. He's hemmed up on the sideline at about the 35. Good return. Blue Devils covered it fairly well. Long, straight kick. Able to get a good run at it and catch the corner just a bit. Blue Devils covered it after that. So, ball for the Bearcats is at the, we're going to call it the 34-yard line. And it'll be 1st and 10 there for them. And really the only offense they've produced tonight, Dudley, is that one long pass play, which was very nearly an interception. Probably halfway through the season is an interception when the cornerback has a little seasoning on him.
Mm-hmm. You bet. The defense has done well for both Cordell and Moreland, and the offense has done fair. Right now we got the sun low in the west, and so the officials are having a hard time looking in the sun. Cordell fans are looking into the sun, and the Cordell football players are looking into the sun on the west sideline, on the east sideline over there.
All right, then. Here we go. Ball back into play. 2 wide to the right, 1 wide to the left for the Bearcats. Single backfield. And quarterback in the shotgun. He's going to hand it off right up the middle. Cuts back and tripped up on that backside by Colby Rivera. Good tackle, son. Going to be 2nd down and 9.
He hooked that one ankle and he went down in a hurry.
Yeah, he thought he cut back into a spot, and honestly, if he doesn't make that tackle, he bolts out of there for 15 to 20 yards. But good stop, good assignment defense by Rivera.
Number 8.
We got another train going the other way. 2nd down and 9 for Moreland, about 9.5. 2 wide to the left, 1 wide to the right. Quarterback in the shotgun, single backfield. He's looking to the left to pass it. He sets his feet, comes back to the right, and high ball pass. Oh, that's a late flag. You let the coaches call that one for you, Blue. Raiden Keeney on the coverage, had good coverage, arrived the same time the ball did. And they're going to call him for the pass interference.
Well, he had him in midair when he caught it and stayed with him all the way to the ground, so they said he might have been early. I don't think he was. Of course, I'm going to put a homer on you. Looks like good coverage from this vantage point, but Raiden did a great job on defense right there.
Well, I'm going to go as far as to say when they look at that on film, he might get a little chewed on right now, but when they look at that on film sometime this week, they're going to tell him good play, keep playing like that. You want your cornerbacks aggressive. You can take penalties from them. You just can't take touchdowns from them.
And the ball comes out to the 50-yard line, and this will be Moreland's first down of the ball game.
Receiver wide to the left, 2 wide to the right. Takes the snap. He's going to follow his lead blocker, and he is brought down after about a 5-yard gain. They couldn't quite close that hole fast enough. If that kid would have weighed 5 more pounds, he wouldn't have fit through the hole.
He had to drag James Ivey quite a ways down the field. James Ivey hung on for dear life on that one, got a good tackle on it at the 45.
So 2nd and manageable for the Bearcats. I'm going to be 2nd and 5. We'll call it, 5, 4.5, somewhere in there. If you're a Blue Devil, it's 5. If you're a Bearcat, it's 4.5. 1 wide to the left, 2 wide to the right for Bearcats. Single backfield. I think they're going to test this middle again, and here they go, right back to the middle. RPO, and that's a block in the back that didn't get called again. And chased down by Paxton Schweitzer. Oh, there is a flag. Those chains aren't going to move. That's going to be a block in the back all day long. Dawson Corbin had the edge sealed and was hitting the back by the receiver out there. And there it is. We're going to back him up.
And the one that did the infraction, he's going, Coach, holding his arms up there. Coach, I didn't mean to. I didn't do it. I
only pushed him with 1 hand in the back, not 2.
Said, but you said I could hit those guys on the other team any way I wanted to.
Yeah.
So that moves them back to the Moreland 46-yard line.
Yeah, and that's going to bring up 2nd down and 14 after a nice gain on the run. Honestly, one of the Moreland players looked like he raised his hands as the quarterback rounded the edge. Thought that play was going to go for a lot longer, and Paxton Schweitzer chased him down with a quickness and stopped the gain, and all for nothing. We have a penalty. 2nd down and 14. 2 wide to the right, 1 wide to the left. Looking to the right, and he is pressured and brought down in the backfield by the duo, Paxton Schweitzer and Hayden Addington. Great play by both of those young men. Schweitzer flushed him and pulled him, and Hayden Addington grabbed him, and big loss on the play. Going to be 3rd down and about 17.
Good double team right there. Moves it back to the 43-yard line, so another 2-yard loss on that one.
6:09 remaining in the half. Bearcats lead this one 8-6 by the space of a safety. So we have 3 wide to the right for the Bearcats. Actually, he comes all the way off the field, and that is an infraction. That is a substitute infraction. He's looking to the right. He's ball batted. They're going to call it. No, they're going to say it got through his hands, and number 10 was my son's number last year, so that's bringing Raiden King luck out there. But we look at this, and Raiden had his hands on it, and that call could have gone either way. But I think the official got it right there.
You got some scores: Merritt 34, Beaver 0, and Watonga 6, Chisholm 0. Weatherford 14, Chisholm 0, Watonga 6, and O'Keene 6 in their ball game. There's some updates. Thank you, Rodney. Appreciate that.
All right, then. Blue Devil. Excuse me. 4th and long for the Bearcats. They're back to punt. And, they rolled that one all the way back to him. Gets a good kick, even though it rolled back to him. And, he almost made a bad decision there and decided to get away.
Said it rolled at the 34, and everybody's going, don't pick it up, get away from it. And wisely, he didn't.
Yeah.
That's one of those that was almost blocked, and it is a dying quail going down the field.
Yep.
And so you just have to do that from there. So.
And we're going to have a timeout on the field. You're listening to
That's
107
The
Zone. But they're sending them both to the sideline. 107 The Zone. OK Sports on the internet, .tv on the internet, on Facebook, 107 The Zone. We'll be back in a minute.
High Plains Bank, located at 200 North College Street in Cordell, is the place to handle all of your banking needs. We offer competitive rates on mortgages, vehicle, commercial, and ag loans, along with friendly customer service. At High Plains Bank, we always have a cup of hot coffee or a cold drink waiting for you. High Plains Bank, community-driven and a proud supporter of the Cordell Blue Devils, member FDIC, and an equal housing lender.
Sometimes you just want good food, cooked fresh and made to order just the way you like it. Or a great tasting quarter-pound hamburger for only $2 after 4 o'clock. And sometimes you just want a great salad bar any time of the day. And daily specials? That's a fantastic idea, too. Well, we've got the place that'll make that happen right here in Cordell. Shorty's, just east of the traffic light in Cordell. Shorty's is even open late after every home football game. So find your coupon in the Blue Devil football program. That's Shorty's in Cordell. Go Blue Devils.
After an official timeout, we're back here. 5:38 remaining in the first half. Blue Devils trail this one 8-6 at Morland. Officials timeout for an extended water break, making sure we have player safety going on. And by way of player safety, this year the Cordell Blue Devils are wearing helmets that measure how hard of a hit they receive on their helmet or how hard they deliver. And they have sensors in the front and on the sides and in the back. And a coach on the sideline has a Bluetooth device, and it will tell them which player received the hit or gave the hit, how hard it was, and it'll tell them how hard it was, and it can't tell them if it gave them a concussion or not, but it tells them they need to look at this player and take a look at him. So player safety huge for high school football. Ball handed off to Maddox, bounces it to the right. Oh my goodness, that guy's got long fingernails. Held him up from a really big game, but a 15-yard game we'll take.
I'll take that anytime you can get around the right corner and cut up the field out to the 43-yard line. First down for the Cordell Blue Devils. That'll be Cordell first down number 5.
If that kid had trimmed his nails before the game, he wouldn't have got that tackle. Drayton might have still been running. There we go. 1st and 10, Blue Devils.
I was going to say that before they took that long water break. You haven't seen any cramps or anything. This is conditioning by the coaches.
Yes.
They've worked with them, keep them well hydrated, well nourished and everything. And usually first game or so you're seeing cramping. So far that hadn't been an issue either way.
All right, snap. Oh, bad snap onto the floor there at the ground. He gets the ball up, man, running right. He got to finish the route. Oh!
They're going to say it's an interception.
Man, he throws. Receiver pulls up on the route. It was a good pass by the quarterback. Receiver pulled up on the route, and the safety picks it off. And so it's turnover, and it's going to be Bearcat football on the 31 with 5 minutes remaining in the half. and they'll have the football on their own 31-yard line.
That was a great recovery for your quarterback because he had to bubble it, pick it up, and he launched it.
Yeah,
he had good intentions.
He had a good throw on it and had a receiver running free, and the receiver pulled up on his route. Should have just continued his route like he was running, and that would have been a deep reception. All right then. 2 wide to the right, 1 wide to the left for the Bearcats. Single backfield. They're going to hand the ball off. Actually, he pulls it, and he's going to run this curl swing, and there's a block in the back, and he's tackled about the 35, and that's going to come back. As a matter of fact, that may be the personal, what they call.
Is blocking the back, yeah, personal. 4:54 left in this first half play. Morland leading Cordell 8-6.
Looked for just a second like he was going to go with the personal foul variety, but he decided not to. 25-yard line is going to be, it's a spot foul, which means it's marked off from where the penalty was committed, not the line of scrimmage. So we're back at 1st and 17 for the Bearcats. 4:45 remaining in the first half. Probably trying to eat this clock up so not to get the Blue Devils the ball back. 2 wide to the right, 1 wide to the left. Single backfield. Quarterback in the shotgun. He gets the snap, and he's going to hand it off right in the middle, and it's going to go nowhere. In fact, the only thing that's going to move on this play is he's going to roll it from 1 to 2. 2nd down and long for the Bearcats.
One of your big linemen, Big Adam Gonzalez, was in on that effort right there. Super job up front on the defensive line.
And, we had some substitutes early here. We had 2 linemen playing pretty well, and we rotated Adam there. Now, Adam, he's a big young man. He is about 286 pounds. He's a big man. He's what you call a trash can full of rocks. He's big, he's square, and he's hard to move, and that's what you want right over the center. Plug up that middle. And there you go, going to try that middle again. There's Adam again, and the ball almost intercepted by Alex Grissom. They faked that play, and Adam was sitting right there in the middle, so the quarterback pulls it, tries to fling it over the middle. Alex Grissom there to break it up. Clock stops with 3:48. 3rd down and 16 for the Bearcats. Another good play there by Adam Gonzalez.
Well, also on the line there, you got Hayden Addington. 56 is Paxton. And they're doing a good job with their 3-man front.
And they're rotating them pretty well, trying to keep them as fresh as they can this early in the year. 1 wide to the left, and he's looking that direction all the way. Flings it over the middle, and we had some collision there in the middle of the field, and the refs are going to deem it incidental contact.
It went in and out of the hands of J.J. Addington.
Yeah.
He was upset with himself for not being able to hang on to it, but it was a good defensive effort.
Yeah, they're going to call that one incidental contact. The receiver ended up on the ground, but it was 1, that's within the first 5 yards of the route, so there can be contact. And 2, it wasn't a deliberate shuck. They just ran into each other.
Deep for the Blue Devils will be Raiden Keeney. Yep. We're getting pronunciation there. I call it Cuny, they call it Keeney, so Raiden knows who it is when I call his name. So.
All right then. Punter back deep for the Bearcats. Corbin at the 40. Put a little bit of a rush on. Decent kick there, and it's going to come up short of the defender. Of the receiver, and it's going to die out there on the Blue Devil 48.
Technically, it took a Cordell bounce because it bounced on the 49 and rolled to the 48. Usually a 1-yard roll is not much.
Not much. That's working your way. Grass, I don't know. The field looks in pretty decent shape considering it's been really hot out this way. Looks like a good deep turf, so that ball's going to die pretty much any time it hits it.
Well, they've had quite a bit of rain this past week that we didn't get. All this going across the northern part of the state here.
That'll explain a lot.
Yeah.
1 wide to the right, 1 wide to the left. Back lined up in the shotgun behind the quarterback. We have the high snap, and he's fielding these, and you don't do that. He had to He got rushed by number 8, and he had to duck and hold on for dear life. He's having to field the ball like a center fielder. The ball's going up high, and he's having to wait for it to come down.
Well, he's adjusted during this ball game because the first couple times he stood there, that one went over his head.
Mm-hmm.
But now then on the snap, he's taking like 2 steps back and fielding it.
Yeah.
So he's doing a super job hanging on to it.
Yeah.
And he saw Drayton there and pitched it toward him, but it's just, fortunately, it's an incomplete pass and not picked off by Morland.
There we go. There's the snap. Good rush. Ducked over the middle. Screen play. Lineman kind of getting lineman and the receiver running to each other. And that ball is down. They tried to say he fumbled, but he was down. Forward progress completely stopped. Going to bring 3rd and 10. They tried to run a screen play, take advantage of that pass rush. The receiver, Drayton Maddox, and the lineman kind of ran into each other, and lineman ended up virtually tackling Maddox.
That's train number 9 in case you're counting.
Train number 9.
Yep.
Engine number 9 going down Chicago line. Old nursery rhyme.
The last 3 have been headed east. The first 6 were headed west.
2 wide left, 1 wide right for the Blue Devils. Single backfield. Good snap this time. Sets his feet. No. Just not a good throw there. Set his feet and then pulled the string on it out to the outside. So that's going to bring up 4th down and 10.
I think he didn't have a good grip when he threw the ball. He was getting rid of it, but didn't have it gripped well enough to make a good spiral pass. So we'll just mark that incomplete.
Just didn't quite get that out there. And Blue Devils will line up the punt with 2:42 remaining in the half. Bearcats lead this one 8-6. Blue Devils in punt formation. Rivera shifts to the right. Good snap. Maddox gets off a nice kick. Drives it deep back to the 10-yard line. Ball received. Good setup block by the return man. And he finds the edge and then gets brought down about the 35.
Good effort right there. And finally, number 74, Gavin Jasmer, did a great job making the tackle right here.
All right, then. So Bearcats take over after the punt, and it looks like they're going to go right back on the field again, so we'll stick around for a little bit.
But that was Drayton's best punt of the night right there. He had a good smooth kick, got a lot of distance out of it, and that was his best punt of the evening.
All right, then. It's going to be 1st and 10 for the Bearcats. 2:28 remaining in the half. Bearcat lead 8-6. Offensives have battled to a draw. And then we surrender to safety, so that's how the Bearcats have a 2-point lead. 1 wide to the left. Going to dive play right up the middle. And he finds some good running room there for about a 7-yard gain. We'll give him an 8-yard gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 2 for the Bearcats.
Cole Crawford was the ball carrier for the Bearcats.
He's a little bit of a load.
To the 43-yard line.
All right, then. 2nd down and 2 for the Bearcats. 2 wide to the left for them, 1 wide to the right. Single backfield, quarterback in the shotgun. And we have the snap. There's that RPO again. No, you got to get that tackle in the hole. Missed tackle right there in the middle. And so he's brought down after about a 10-yard gain. Ball on the Blue Devil 44-yard line.
Be a 1st down for the Moreland Bearcats at the 46. That'll be their 2nd 1st down of the ball game.
First earned 1st down. The other one came on a penalty. 1:46, 1:45 remaining in the half. 2 wide to the right, 1 wide to the left for the Bearcats. Going to go right back to the middle. I mean, why you dance with the one who brung you, number 2, out for about a 9-yard gain. Things moving right along right now for the Bearcats. And we're going to get Adam Gonzalez back in the game.
37.
Back in the game right there where that middle was.
Yeah, he'll plug up that hole right there.
2 wide to the left, 1 wide to the right for the Bearcats. They're going to try it again, and ball. They're just having a tough time right there at that middle.
They were double teaming Gonzalez right there, so they got around him.
Yeah, he filled the hole, but there was another one to his right. So we have 1st down and 10 at the Blue Devil 28. And winding the clock, running the clock. Yeah, they got to run the clock there, fellas. A snap. And right back up the middle again. And they're not stopping it. So, I mean, if you're not going to stop it, we're going to keep running, said the Bearcats.
If you can gain 3 or 5 or 10 yards every time, you're going to keep running it up the middle. We're down to 45 seconds left in this 1st half.
About a 6-yard play there. 41 seconds, 40 seconds. And here we go right here in the middle. Blue Devils need a stop here at the end of the half. 2 wide to the left, single backfield. They're going to go fake the middle and go around the end, and he goes nowhere. They tried to fake that middle dive and tried to bounce it around the end, and no good on that. Timeout Bearcats. You're listening to 107thezone.com On the internet, oksports.tv. On Facebook, 107 The Zone. We'll be back in a minute.
From Farmers Insurance, we want to say go Big Blue to our Cordell Blue Devils. Come by and see us at Gregg Insurance Agency for all your insurance needs. Your Farmers Insurance agent. Stop by South Market in downtown Cordell.
When hometown football approaches, that's when hometown shines. Bring out those hot cocoa thermoses. Bring on the team colors, shirts, and spirit. We'll be right here with you cheering our home teams on to victory. Because nobody does hometown in Western Oklahoma like Bank of Western Oklahoma. Come bank with us. Weatherford, Cordell, Gary, Elk City, Viside, Woodward. Where people come first. Online at bankofwesternoklahoma.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Limited.
Go.
All right, we're back. 25 seconds remaining in the half, and the first good-looking drive the Bearcats have put together tonight. And they are moving the ball right down the middle of the field. Tried to bounce it to the outside the last play, and it was stuffed. 3rd down and 5.
Yeah, Big James Ivey did a good tackle on getting the quarterback. Said, you're not getting away this time on an easy one.
Man, I don't know. They've got 2 going to the right, 1 to the left. I bet they come back to that middle at least on a play action. Big number 4 out here on the right. And he pulls up. Oh, he's going to get sacked. No, he gets the ball away, but it's still going to be a loss on a play if somebody makes a tackle, and he's brought down. He was wrapped up by 2 guys, just flipped the ball to the short man. It's 4th down now, 4th and long.
And Big Adam Gonzalez
6
almost
seconds.
had the receiver and caught
5
that
seconds, 3 seconds, 2 seconds, and he gets the snap off, and he's going to go right up the middle, and they're going to stuff him right there, and that's going to end the half.
Good stop right there by Kobe Rivera, and that's the end of the first half of play with the score being Cordell 6.
We got a hurt player.
Cordell 6 and
Bearcats 8.
Bearcats 8 right there. It's a Bearcat player that's on the field, so they'll check him out. But this first half is over. There's no flags or anything, is there? So
no flags. He got hit, and he's not feeling good.
I don't know why they're keeping the players on the field then. So.
Well, until the official raises the ball and blows the whistle, it's still a live half.
Okay.
Even though there's no time on the clock.
They're going to make sure that everybody's safe and everything's good. But we want to tell our sponsors thanks for making this all possible. And then we've got several people watching online. So I even talked to the ambulance crew, and they were going to put their TV screen up there so they could watch this game on the TV screen and then hear us on the internet on oksports.tv. And then on Facebook, you can get us at facebook.com/107thezone. So there's several ways you can hear it. And then traditionally on the radio on 107 The Zone, which is 106.9 FM. So there's a lot of ways you can see this and make this happen right here. And they're still checking out the young player right there from Morland. He said, yeah, I'm ready to get up, and they're keeping him from get up for just a second. But that's big number 8, that Cole Crawford. And he said, I'm up, I'm fine. So the officials will say it is now official. He's limping off on the near side and got a water bottle. So they're saying, have they said it's halftime yet?
I don't know why they haven't, because that was 4th down and they didn't get it.
They're talking to the Cordell coaches on the far sideline to make sure Moreland's headed to the locker room.
I think they're just discussing which end of the field they want to defend to start the second half. And that's what he's doing. They're going to kick that direction to begin. And we're at halftime. You're listening to 107 The Zone. On the internet, you're at oksports.tv, and on facebook.com, you're at 107 The Zone. Back in a few minutes.
Everything you need and expect from a convenience store is always right here, waiting for you at the Right Here C-Store in Cordell. Fuel, food, more drinks, more seats, more hours, and where Subway is open until 11 and our grill is open till 10. It's always quick and convenient when you make a stop at the Right Here C-Store in Cordell. How about a car wash? Our automatic car wash bay is quick and convenient too. Come see us at the Right Here C-Store, where we're proud to support the Cordell Blue Devils.
At Corn Heritage Village, we're leading the way in patient care every day, every shift, all year round. We have rooms available right now for your loved ones. Care options include skilled nursing care, long-term care, Alzheimer's, dementia, and a whole lot more. We're a nonprofit facility since 1948. Experience the nonprofit difference. When you need us, we're here. Quality care from a staff that really does care. For more information, call Stephanie, 580-302-4554, 302-4554. Corn Heritage Village in Corn and Weatherford, community communities of care.
From the moment you walk through the door, Jack's Flowers and Gifts on the Square in Cordell will delight your senses. We have gift items to please any recipient and new items coming in all the time, along with beautiful flowers and arrangements for every occasion. Our foremost wish is to provide you with quality service and products so we can see you returning through our door again and again. New owners Terry and Donna Jones welcome you to come in anytime and see all of the new additions and the continued traditions at Jack's Flowers and Gifts on the Square in Cordell.
Bring hope and peace to a child. Young children of all ages need homes. Please consider opening your loving home to a child in need. Children deserve to grow up in a loving, caring family. We have the services and community connections that can help foster families succeed. Contact your local youth service agency at 580-726-3383 for more details. Abused and neglected children are Oklahoma's most vulnerable population. Help is needed now. Great Plains Youth and Family Services is a proud sponsor of today's broadcast.
At Great Plains Bank, we're in the business of making your life easier, and we understand how tough it can be to strike the right balance between security and opportunity when rates are on the rise. With our new variable rate CD tied to Wall Street Journal Prime, you can have the best of both worlds. You get the security of a CD without the stress of worrying about market timing. And with rate floors, you get the upside without the risk. Stop by one of our locations or visit us at gpbankok.com. Great Plains Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Friends, you'll find a store full of quality gift ideas at Cordell TV Appliance and Furniture in Cordell. Appliances and TVs from LG, Frigidaire, Whirlpool, KitchenAid, Speed Queen, Best, Catnapper, Bassett, and Ashley Furniture. Bedding from Serta. Now listen, we service everything we sell, and we promise always the lowest possible prices and the absolute best service. Thanks so much for your friendship and your business. Cordell TV Appliance and Furniture. It's somewhere in Cordell.
Clinic Pharmacy of Cordell, a hometown family-owned and operated business, providing super quick and friendly service to Cordell and surrounding communities. Small enough to know you, big enough to serve your every need. Stop by to meet Chris and the Clinic Pharmacy staff, where our family knows yours.
CK Energy Electric Cooperative congratulates Maggie Green and Autumn Foster of Weatherford High School, Randy Lee Troglin of Mountain View Gotebo High School, and Jansen Griswold of Southwest Covenant High School. These students recently won a $500 scholarship and an all-expense-paid trip to Washington, D.C. through CK Energy's Youth Tour program. Runners-up in the contest were Taylor Javorski and Riley Martin of Cordell High School, Avery Beam of Lukiva Sickles High School, and Jaylee Robertson of Hydro Eakley High School. The runners-up received a $500 scholarship. Committed to our youth, that is part of the CK Energy Electric commitment.
Do you want a bank who's working for your best interest? Sure you do. That's why you want Bank of Cordell for your bank. That's right, 21st century banking at its best. The Bank of Cordell has been providing quality banking service since 1902 and is the oldest state bank in Ouachita County. Sounds like a lot of experience to me. So for experience in banking, state-of-the-art account management services, and quality personal service, visit the folks at Bank of Cordell, member FDIC.
Brown Ford in Cordell is now Wheeler Ford. Expect the same great service and selection you've always had from Brown Ford, now Wheeler Ford. Casey Horn and Tom Machunsky want to sell you a new or pre-owned car, truck, or SUV. They have a great selection, pre-owned and new Fords. If we don't have what you want, we'll find it. Your small-town dealer is now Wheeler Ford in Cordell. Country dealer, country prices. That's Wheeler Ford in Cordell. Let us make you a real deal real soon.
Hi, I'm Whitney Graham, Development and Alumni Specialist at Western Oklahoma State College. I am proud to introduce our newest Alumni Association Hall of Fame inductee, Kathy Hale. Kathy has served Southwest Oklahoma for 40 years as the director of the Southern Prairie Library System. She works tirelessly to bring the arts and humanities to our community and preserve our local heritage. We will have a banquet in her honor on September 29th at 6:30 p.m. in the Pioneer Heritage Center on campus. Call 477-7706 or email alumni@wosc.edu to reserve your tickets today.
Hi, this is Terry Jones at Sunshine Cafe Cordell. Don and I just wanted to thank all of our customers for their business and support over the years. We so enjoy seeing you come through our doors, and we love serving you good food every day. If you haven't eaten at the Sunshine Cafe in Cordell, come see us. There's nothing like a little sunshine in the morning for lunch and for dinner. We'll warm up your day at the Sunshine Cafe on the Square in Cordell.
We're back here at Moreland, Oklahoma. It's halftime for the Cordell Blue Devils and the Moreland Bearcats. Had to double check my records. I thought it was Moreland Bearcats, but it had been a few years since we'd played Moreland and been up here, but it is the Moreland Bearcats. And looking at stats-wise, I don't have a lot of stats here for you, but it's been a pretty close game all the way. That score will be reflected in being Moreland 8 and Cordell 6. The only difference is about the second play from scrimmage for the Cordell Blue Devils is we snapped one and it went in the end zone for their safety for 2 points. That happened with 11:24 left, so that 34 seconds before we gave Moreland 2 points. So that's the difference in the ball game, because Moreland has been able to score. They had a big pass interception, took it a long ways down the field, then scored, and then Cordell came back, did a great job, long play down the field, and then eventually got in the end zone, and neither team capitalized on their extra point. So it's a 2-point game, and that's the difference in the safety in the first series for the Cordell Blue Devils. And then you look at the stats right here, like we've been keeping up with the first down. Moreland has 3 first downs. Cordell has 5, and 5-3 on the first downs right here. And Blue Devils, that's third series when they had the ball right here, because like I said, the first series we gave up the safety, then Moreland went 3 and out and had to punt. Cordell went 3 and out and had to punt. Then Moreland, Cordell took over on downs on that end of it on their second possession. Then Cordell started back on their own 12-yard line, and then that's where they mounted a nice drive right here, ran off 4 first downs and marched down the field, and eventually turned it over. That was a good drive, but we marched from our 12 down to the Moreland 18, and then turned it over on downs, couldn't capitalize on it, gave it back to Moreland. Well, that's when Moreland intercepted the ball at about the 19 and took it down the field. A couple plays got into the end zone, making it 8-0, and then the extra point was no good, so it stayed 8-0, while Cordell ran a series and threw an interception. That was the one where quarterback was virtually falling down and got rid of the ball anyway, and that was the tipped ball because it was over the middle and deflected by Cordell, and one of the defensive men for Morland picked it up in the air and caught it. So that was turnover right there for the Cordell Blue Devils. But then Moreland couldn't capitalize. They went from their 12 out to their 19, and that was it. Cordell took over on downs. That's when we went to a passing game to try to establish the passing game, and went 3 and out, had to punt it away. Moreland the same way. They went 3 and out and punted. Cordell came back, and on the first pass from center right there, it went from your quarterback, who is J.J. Addington, to Alex Grissom, and he scampered down the field 76 yards for the score. So the big plays have been the difference in this ball game, because the defense has stepped up for both teams and been able to stop the offense of the other team. So Cordell's had some good series right here, and like I said, they've run off 5 first downs to Moreland's 3 first downs. Moreland here late in the second period decided they'd run their big man up the middle, and then as they ran him up the middle a few times, they started getting their first downs right there. Then you put Adam Gonzalez in there, and Adam Gonzalez plugged up that hole up the middle, so that helped stop Moreland with the rest of the defensive players. So good changing and alternating players in and off the field from the coaches. Some good plays by the Cordell defense did a good job of stopping Moreland. So here at halftime, it's an 8-6 ball game. It's one possession ball game, and either team can maintain this one, take it over, and do a lot right here to help out. I want to remind you to go by and tell your sponsors thank you for making this all possible. This is the first game of the season, and so nice little road trip up here to Moreland. Beautiful conditions, beautiful area, beautiful sunset going on right now. The lights are on the field, and then we're going to have a well-lit second half right here. Next Friday night we'll be at home as O'Keene comes to town. I think Rodney gave me an update that Watonga and O'Keene are playing, and they were tied at 6 apiece in their first half. So O'Keene will come to Cordell next Friday night for a ball game. This next week you have a lot of activities to do. You can follow the softball team. We've got several softball games coming up this next week that you can follow them. It'll be the 1st of September before we get into cross country. They don't have their first meet until the 1st of September, so get out and do that. Then tomorrow the big day is go to the county fair. We got the fair going on. They started bringing things in on Wednesday evening. They had all kinds of events on Thursday. They had entertainment last night. And then they got judging. They brought more critters in during the day. They've got good food booths and everything, and they got entertainment tonight. Then they start judging livestock tomorrow, and I think they start off fairly early. And then I know they judged all the inside stuff yesterday, Thursday, so everything inside has been judged, all the horticulture, all the extra work inside, because there's a lot of good handiwork and stuff inside to be judged. And then they'll judge, and I think they've judged the chickens and the rabbits. Then they're going to judge start off with the swine tomorrow morning. Then they'll have cattle, sheep, goats, and whatever else they've got. Then tomorrow evening there's entertainment tomorrow evening. Then you got your woodworking crew there that they're making stuff out of wood that you can purchase and buy, and then they're having a big supper tomorrow night with entertainment. So go to the county fair tomorrow evening and enjoy that. I know there's a lot of people at the county fair listening and watching the ball game at the county fair, because you can see this on the internet and listen to it on the radio, because on the radio is 106.9, then on oksports.tv, or you can go to facebook.com/107thezone and watch it. So we got a lot of people watching in and listening in, so tell your sponsors thank you. We're going to go back to the station, take a little more break right here, because there's about 3 minutes left in the halftime, and then usually they give the players a couple more minutes to warm up for the second half play. The Cordell Blue Devils, they received, so Cordell will kick off, and as we're sitting here, the number 12 train is going by. 12th train of the evening for this ball game is going on, and here at halftime it is Moreland 8, Cordell 6. We're going to take a commercial break. We'll be right back. You're listening to 107thezone.com.
When your doctor prescribes, get that prescription filled at Evetts Drug in Cordell. Professional, courteous service every time. And friends, you're more than just a customer to Jimmy Evetts and staff. You are a friend. Evetts Drug has a great selection of gift ideas, including many OU and OSU items, perfume and lots of fragrances, jewelry, and a whole lot more. Greeting cards, a great selection, and at the best price anywhere. Great folks to do business with. That would be Jimmy Evetts and staff at Evetts Drug in Cordell. Come see us.
Go Big Blue! High Plains Bank, located at 200 North College Street in Cordell, is the place to handle all of your banking needs. We offer competitive rates on mortgages, vehicle, commercial, and ag loans, along with friendly customer service. At High Plains Bank, we always have a cup of hot coffee or a cold drink waiting for you. High Plains Bank, community-driven and a proud supporter of the Cordell Blue Devils, member FDIC, and an equal housing lender.
You know, sometimes you just want good food, cooked fresh and made to order just the way you like it. Or a great tasting quarter-pound hamburger for only $2 after 4 o'clock. And sometimes you just want a great salad bar any time of the day. And daily specials? That's a fantastic idea, too. Well, we've got the place that'll make that happen right here in Cordell. Shorty's, just east of the traffic light in Cordell. Shorty's is even open late after every home football game. So find your coupon in the Blue Devil football program. That's Shorty's in Cordell. Go Blue Devil.
From Farmers Insurance, we want to say go Big Blue to our Cordell Blue Devils. Come by and see us at Gregg Insurance Agency for all your insurance needs. Your Farmers Insurance agent. Stop by South Market in downtown Cordell.
When hometown football approaches, that's when hometown shines. Bring out those hot cocoa thermoses. Bring on the team colors, shirts, and spirit. We'll be right here with you, cheering our home teams on to victory. Because nobody does hometown in Western Oklahoma like Bank of Western Oklahoma. Come bank with us. Weatherford, Cordell, Gary, Elk City, Viside, Woodward, where people come first. Online at bankofwesternoklahoma.com. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Everything you need and expect from a convenience store is always right here, waiting for you at the Right Here C-Store in Cordell. Fuel, food, more drinks, more seats, more hours, and where Subway is open until 11 and our grill is open till 10. It's always quick and convenient when you make a stop at the Right Here C-Store in Cordell. How about a car wash? Our automatic car wash bay is quick and convenient too. Come see us at the Right Here C-Store, where we're proud to support the Cordell Blue Devils. Devils.
At Corn Heritage Village, we're leading the way in patient care every day, every shift, all year round. We have rooms available right now for your loved ones. Care options include skilled nursing care, long-term care, Alzheimer's, dementia, and a whole lot more. We're a nonprofit facility since 1948. Experience the nonprofit difference. When you need us, we're here. Quality care from a staff that really does care. For more information, call Stephanie, 580-302-4554, 302-4554. Corn Heritage Village in Corn and Weatherford, communities of care.
From the moment you walk through the door, Jack's Flowers and Gifts on the Square in Cordell will delight your senses. We have gift items to please any recipient and new items coming in all the time, along with beautiful flowers and arrangements for every occasion. Our foremost wish is to provide you with quality service and products so we can see you returning through our door again and again. New owners Terry and Donna Jones welcome you to come in anytime and see all of the new additions and the continued traditions at Jack's Flowers and Gifts on the Square in Cordell.
Bring hope and peace to a child. Young children of all ages need homes. Please consider opening your loving home to a child in need. Children deserve to grow up in a loving, caring family. We have the services and community connections that can help foster families succeed. Contact your local youth service agency at 580-726-3383 for more details. Abused and neglected children are Oklahoma's most vulnerable population. Help is needed now. Great Plains Youth and Family Services is a proud sponsor of today's broadcast.
At Great Plains Bank, we're in the business of making your life easier, and we understand how tough it can be to strike the right balance between security and opportunity when rates are on the rise. With our new variable rate CD tied to Wall Street Journal Prime, you can have the best of both worlds. You get the security of a CD without the stress of worrying about market timing. And with rate floors, you get the upside without the risk. Stop by one of our locations or visit us at gpbankok.com. Great Plains Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Friends, you'll find a store full of quality gift ideas at Cordell TV, Appliance, and Furniture in Cordell. Appliances and TVs from LG, Frigidaire, Whirlpool, KitchenAid, Speed Queen, Best, Catnapper, Bassett, and Ashley Furniture. Bedding from Serta. Now listen, we service everything we sell, and we promise always the lowest possible prices and the absolute best service. Thanks so much for your friendship and your business. Cordell TV, Appliance, and Furniture. It's somewhere in Cordell.
All right, we're back here after halftime. About 10 seconds remaining in the warm-ups for the players, and it is an 8-6 Morland Bearcat lead. The difference in the game is a first possession safety given up by the Blue Devils. Early on in that first half, Blue Devils with field position issues. Average starting line was the 11. Blue Devils drove the field, flipped the field, and helped themselves out. Moreland scores a long touchdown. Blue Devils answer with a long touchdown of their own. And here we are, 8-6, and just about to kick off.
You bet. And we were talking that, they had their scrimmage with Crescent last week, Cordell with Walters. So we did see some Thomas get here. That Thomas must not be playing tonight, but Thomas is their week 4 opponent. So you got a lot of kids walking in and seeing ball games, checking things out. You can watch it online with us also. We got Sam Espinosa running the camera for us. He's doing a super job, and we appreciate his efforts. Cordell will kick off to the Moreland Bearcats. They'll kick from north to south. The ball's at the 40, and we're ready to go.
All right, referee blows the ball into play. Blue Devils to kick the ball, and number 64 kicks a nice deep kick down to about the 15, fielded by number 2. Safety cuts him off, holds the corner, and brought down about the 31-yard line. Bearcats will begin the game at, begin the second half at their own 31. Blue Devils take the field on defense. Did a pretty decent job for the most part on defense. Gave up one big play on a near interception that actually went for a touchdown for the Bearcats, and gave up a long drive that held a bent but didn't break at the end of the half. So
and that tackle right there was by Shane Perkins on your special teams. Did a good job. 1st and 10 from the 32?
32, I would say so. 2 wide to the right, 1 wide to the left. Quarterback takes a snap, hands off. They go right back to that middle, and he is stuffed behind the line of scrimmage, and that is Adam Gonzalez right there, all 285 pounds of him right in the middle. They decided we're not gonna play that no more. We're gonna plug that middle and make you do something else.
Back it up a little bit. Him and Paxton Schweitzer did a good job closing that middle down.
There we go. Here we go. 2 wide to the right, 1 wide to the left for the Bearcats. Single backfield, quarterback in the shotgun. Takes the snap, and he's going to follow his lead blocker, and he is pulled down from behind at about the 35-yard line. And that is going to bring up 3rd and long for the Bearcats after about a 2.5-yard gain.
Super effort right there. The Blue Devils really swarming to the ball on this defensive unit.
Yeah, we look at what's going on here, and as you mentioned, effort was what Coach Beasley was looking more for this second half. And first 2 plays so far, it's been there. We have a trips right formation, 1 wide to the left, single backfield, quarterback in the shotgun. And he is going to roll to his right, and he's going to have to square his shoulders and go back to his left. And the ball is intercepted by the Blue Devils, and I believe that's Grissom. He's found some space down the left side, kind of tiptoeing across the middle, and he's going to go down about the 35, 40-yard line. Blue Devil football on the turnover.
Good job by Alex Grissom. He went high to get that. With 10:30 left here in this third period of play, Cordell gets the ball back early right here.
Yeah, that's how you want to start a half defensively. Turn the offense over and give your offense good field position.
The defense stopped the running game, so they had to do something else.
Yeah, ball spotted just inside the Bearcat 35. Have 2 wide to the right, 2 wide to the left, single backfield, quarterback in the shotgun. Everybody looking at the wristbands, figuring out which play that's been called. Everybody set and ready to go now. And here we go. Going to hand off right there in the middle, and that slow snap is hurting the play development. It's hurting the blocking up front. It's just kind of been a slow, lofty snap back to the quarterback, and it's slowing everything down. So that's a loss on the play. It's going to be 2nd down and 14.
Yeah, because the snap's a little bit high, and by the time Addington comes down with it and then makes the handoff, you had defenders right there in front of him.
Sets his feet, throws back across the field, and it was well covered. Incomplete just as well. And it's going to be 3rd down and long for the Blue Devils.
You got to love it. JJ got that pass off, but there was a good block right there by Adam Gonzalez as he came back to make a block to protect his quarterback for just a little bit.
Yeah.
And Adam Gonzalez did a super job right there on that effort.
And we're going to get a timeout on the field for the Blue Devils. We're going to go to a station break. Listen to 107 The Zone on the internet, oksports.tv, on Facebook as 107 The Zone. We'll be back in a minute.
Clinic Pharmacy of Cordell, a hometown family-owned and operated business, providing super quick and friendly service to Cordell and surrounding communities. Small enough to know you, big enough to serve your every need. Stop by to meet Chris and the Clinic Pharmacy staff, where our family knows yours.
And we're back here. Blue Devil timeout, 9:47 remaining in the third quarter. Blue Devils turned the Bearcats over to start the second half. And we've had 2 plays on offense and gone backwards on one, an incomplete pass on another. So 3:47 remaining. Bearcats lead this one 8-6 here in Morland. And both teams still in the huddle on their timeout. Bearcats looking as though they're breaking the huddle. Surprise of the evening, Adam Gonzalez has had a fine game on both sides of the ball on the line. Also with the sophomore, Gavin Jasmer's had a good game. Everybody else you expected to have a good game would. Paxton Schweitzer and Hayden Addington and Carson Nickel and the like. Blue Devils split 2 wide to the right, 2 wide to the left, single backfield. High snap again. They give him some bubble. Got a man down there, hits him in the numbers, and he holds on to it, trying to find some room. And he goes down. That's going to be enough for a first down right around the 20. We'll see where they end up spotting his forward progress.
It'll be a first down for the Blue Devils. That was Kobe Rivera that made that catch.
There we go. Now, this time they dropped a slot receiver and the running back for extra protection and gave him max protect and gave him a chance to throw the football. Turned out good. 1st and 10 Blue Devils.
And the ball's on the what?
20-yard line. That's right about the 20. Got some shadows on the field, making it a little difficult to see. But I think it has more to do with the 47-year-old eyeballs and the shadows. Quarterback keeper off to the right for little to no gain.
little dive play
little
right
dive,
side,
yeah.
just didn't go very far. So.
Yeah, he just didn't go very far, man. They're going to come up. They're going to give them the line of scrimmage, and that's just about it. 2nd down and 10 for the Blue Devils. Everybody looking left. If you're watching on the internet and you see these guys all looking to the sideline, what they're looking for is the play call. And what you'll see is everybody look to the sideline, then everybody look at their wrist. Their plays they're supposed to run are on their wrist.
And what they've got on their wristband, they got a color and a number.
Addington looking deep left. He's got a man over there, and Rivera comes down with the football. It's a catch deep inside the 5-yard line, about the 2 for the Blue Devils. Good catch by Rivera. Well-covered ball, well-covered play. He just came down with the ball.
Kobe went real high, and he hung on to it with both hands right there. And like I said, it's good pass, good first down for the Cordell Blue Devils.
All right, then. Blue Devils have the ball. They're spotting it on the 3, and that's good enough. Single backfield.
Somebody moved up front.
Well, the defensive lineman moved, and an offensive lineman can move if the defense moves first.
I saw somebody moving. I'm not sure where
they're going to call that one against the Blue Devils.
Okay.
And I'm going to back them up 5 yards, but
back to the 8-yard line.
Yeah.
No problem. You're in the red zone this time to put points on the board.
1st and 10. Well, 1st and goal from the 8. And if we score, no harm, no foul. Blue Devils line up. 1 way wide to the left, get him out of the picture. 2 wide to the right. Single backfield. Throws the slant across the middle. Well read. And incomplete in the end zone. 2nd down and goal from the 8-yard line for the Blue Devils.
You got to love it. I can see the offensive linemen, they're going down trying to make the blocks to give the quarterback as much time as he can right here to get that pass away and make the play develop. So you're seeing some good defensive postures by our offensive linemen.
And it wouldn't surprise me to see us do a direct snap to our running back here, or a quarterback keeper following Drayton Maddox as a lead blocker. 2 wide to the left for the Blue Devils. Now they bring him in tight. Got 2 in tight, and he calls a timeout. Didn't like what he saw. So you're this close to the goal line. You don't want to waste a possession inside the goal line. Blue Devils call a timeout. We'll go to commercial break real quick. You're listening to 107thezone.com, oksports.tv, and on Facebook, 107 The Zone.
CK Energy Electric Cooperative congratulates Maggie Green and Autumn Foster of Weatherford High School, Randy Lee Troglin of Mountain View Gotebo High School, and Jansen Griswold of Southwest Covenant High School. These students recently won a $500 scholarship and an all-expense-paid trip to Washington, D.C. through CK Energy's Youth Tour program. Runners-up in the contest were Taylor Jaworski and Riley Martin of Cordell High School, Avery Beam of Lukeba High School, and Jaylee Robertson of High School. The runners-up received a $500 scholarship. Committed to our youth, that is part of the CK Energy Electric commitment.
All right, we're back. 8:20 remaining in the third quarter. Bearcats lead this one to 8-6. Blue Devils driving, have the ball on the 8-yard line. The Bearcat 8-yard line, the red zone. Blue Devils turned the Bearcats over with an interception by Alex Grissom and a good return. Couple of good plays, big catch by Colby Rivera inside the red zone. Then a motion penalty backed us up 5 yards to the 8. So we have second and goal from the 8. Blue Devil football here. Blue Devils break the huddle. Getting a little bit, we can't call it cool, getting a little bit of a better breeze. Long, tough game for the Blue Devils. It's hot out there. Even this late in the evening, still right at the 90-degree mark. Everybody in tight. They're going to roll it to the right, looking for a receiver to come open, and he just pulled the string on that pass. A little bit scared on it.
He had a defensive player coming in from the right side,
yeah.
So he had 2 would-be receivers on the left side and threw it between them, but no one was close enough to even come close to catching that one. So.
Here we go, 3rd down from the 8. He was a little scared to let that one fly.
Yeah.
He saw that defender break. Didn't feel like he had the window of opportunity. And you throw an interception in the end zone, you don't go to the sideline.
No.
You don't go to the sideline. You stay on the field and play defense, whether you play defense or not. 2 wide left, 2 wide right. Good snap. Flag on the play. They're going to call a procedure penalty.
Somebody moved too
soon.
If we can run that video back, we can see who did it, but I didn't see it who was there.
I didn't either. So. It's hard to see from our press box that one end of the field, having to stand up and kind of hang halfway out the window here. so I didn't really get to see who moved. Backs them up to about the 15-yard line. Well, give it to 13. Third down and goal from the 13.
You still got to be in the end zone. It don't matter where you start. You got to put it in the end zone.
Got to put it in the end zone. 2-down territory here, in my opinion. Here we go. He looks over the middle. Oh, my goodness. The referee official got right in the way. The play was there. Official defended on the play really well.
He put a cross-body block on Kobe Rivera,
yeah.
And Kobe stepped over him instead of running through him. So
yeah, Kobe Rivera broke free across the middle, and the official backed right into his route and cut the route off. And that's just the breaks in football. The officials are part of the field, just like a hole, a gopher mound, or another player. That's just part of it.
This is 4th and goal right here from the 13, so we got to put it in the end zone. They brought the play in from the sideline. And so now then they're ready. They're going for the end zone on this play.
All right, good snap this time. A little bit of time to throw the football. He comes free underneath, but cuts back into the defense. And Bearcats come up with the stop. And that'll end the threat for the Bearcats. Blue Devils turn the ball over on downs in the red zone. 8:05 remaining in the third quarter. 8-6 Bearcat lead still. And I believe we are, looks like the 10-yard line. Bearcats will take over about the 10.
Yeah, they're just inside the 10 there. I think I gave them the 8 on that. They're saying 9 on the announcers up there, so
yeah, they have
pretty close. Right
yeah,
here.
they have the same view we have, so we'll just split the middle.
They moved it out a little bit, no problem. So.
Yeah. All right, 2 wide to the right for the Bearcats. Single backfield, 1 wide to the left. Takes the snap from the shotgun. Hands RPO. He's coming right around this end here. Finds a little bit of a gap and brought down after a decent gain. Right there to about I'm going to give him about a 5-6 yard gain. Matter of fact, that's what the officials are going to give him too, about a 5.5.
You bet. J.J. Addington on the tackle right there makes a good stop.
Played the edge pretty well right there. Second down, and they're going to give him about 6.5, almost 7.
They're going to give him out to the 16-yard line. So.
All right then. It's 2 wide to the right for the Bearcats, 1 wide to the left. And he fakes that. He gives it to the guy in the middle, and he tries to barrel ahead, and that's going to be stopped for just a short gain, bring up 3rd and short for the Bearcats.
Good Adam Gonzalez in on that one, and J.J. Addington to help out. So good stop right there by your defensive line.
Good job. They're going to be 3rd and real short.
Inside the 20. Are they at the 18?
They're right just shy of the 19. Just shy of the 19-yard line.
And your big ball carrier came out. He wasn't running at full speed when he came off the field.
He took that hit right at the end of the half and stayed on the field for a little bit. And they're going to follow the lead blocker, and he squeezes just ahead, probably just enough. Matter of fact, he got it by about half a yard.
Oh, Merritt 50s, Beaver 0 in their ball game there. Weatherford 14, Chisholm 10, Chisholm 0. The other rays right there. Yeah, Rodney, our quarterback's J.J. Addington doing a super job for the Blue Devils. So they'll be from that point, first down for the Moreland Bearcats.
1st and 10. Oh, no, lots of movement. That's going to be a false start. They're going to switch. Coach clearly feels like he knows who's to blame. He's the guy he pulled off the field. And here we go. It's going to back them up about 5 yards. It's going to be 1st and 15 for the Bearcats. And they're going to regroup back there in the huddle.
Okay, good.
Let's see here. All right, we have 1 to the left, 2 wide going wide to the right, single backfield quarterback in the shotgun. Strong right side, snap, and hand it off up the middle, cut back after he was cut off, and that ends the play after about a 3-yard gain. Going to be 3rd down and long for the Bearcats. Second.
Can you say hi to Bo and Michelle Ainsworth? They're listening in tonight, watching and listening in. So
Bo and Michelle Ainsworth listening in from Cordell, America. Bo, get the water lines fixed.
Hey, today's his day off now. He's
off.
He's worked hard all day.
Okay,
long,
we'll let you slide, Bo. I appreciate you, buddy. One wide to the right, and this play called just for Bo Ainsworth here. Three got trips left, one wide to the right. Spread it out, going to hand it off up the middle, and Blue Devils plug that hole easily. And it's going to come up with 3rd and long. There's no gain on that play. If not, a short loss. They're just going to give them a no gain. 3rd down and about 11 and a half, 12 yards.
Yeah, Paxton and James Ivey in on that one, doing a good stop right there. And then you see the sportsman out of this. The Blue Devils standing there helping the other players up.
All right, then. Bearcats break the huddle. 2 go wide to the right, 1 comes wide to the left. Single backfield. Strong side to the right side. Looking left, looks right, comes back to the left, and is scrambling and is sacked.
Oh.
Adam Gonzalez right there to clean up with Paxton Schweitzer. There's about 600 pounds of man on that young quarterback.
That's good team tackling right there. He's not going to want to touch that ball again, I promise you.
Yeah, Adam Gonzalez really coming through for the Blue Devils tonight.
Yeah, they had them hammed in. Paxton was there, James Ivey on the left side. Then Adam Gonzalez said, "You're mine.
Yeah.
I'll flatten you here." So
Blue Devils hold and should have good field position by the time this is all over with. Punter actually standing in his own end zone. Well, it should be nice for them to repay the favor. Good snap, though, right up the middle. Woo! Straight up. Kick went straight up. Get away from it. There we go. Okay, it finally makes its way out to about the 39-yard line. And we're going to go to break from right here. You're listening to 107thezone.com.
Do you want a bank who's working for your best interest? Sure you do. That's why you want Bank of Cordell for your bank. That's right, 21st century banking at its best. The Bank of Cordell has been providing quality banking service since 1902 and is the oldest state bank in Ouachita County. Sounds like a lot of experience to me. So for experience in banking, state-of-the-art account management services, and quality personal service, visit the folks at Bank of Cordell. Member FDIC.
Hi, I'm Whitney Graham, Development and Alumni Specialist at Western Oklahoma State College. I am proud to introduce our newest Alumni Association Hall of Fame inductee, Kathy Hale. Kathy has served Southwest Oklahoma for 40 years as the director of the Southern Prairie Library System. She works tirelessly to bring the arts and humanities to our community and preserve our local heritage. We will have a banquet in her honor on September 29th at 6:30 p.m. in the Pioneer Heritage Center on campus. Call 477-7706 or email alumni@wosc.edu to reserve your tickets today.
And we're back here. After the official timeout, a little bit of a longer water break. Early on in the season, it's very common for the officials to have a few more official timeouts. Players aren't quite in condition yet. It's hotter earlier on in the year. Several years back when I lived in Duncan, I can remember game time kickoff temperature between Woodward and Duncan, Oklahoma was 107 degrees at 7:30. So hotter here earlier in the year. Officials do pretty good giving them a better break, keeping the players safe. 2 wide to the left, 2 wide to the right, 1 in the backfield with the quarterback. The better snap this time. Finds a man right there in the middle. Cut it up the field. Not where are you going?
Go south. Go south. Come on, Kobe. Go south right here. You're running the wrong way. He backed up from about the 30 to the 35, but he was trying to get a little extra room. Good running for Kobe Rivera.
You know, I imagine Coach Beasley might contest that with you just a little bit. Had a 9-yard
Good running. I didn't say it was the way you wanted to go.
Yeah.
He covered a lot of yards, just not the southbound direction we wanted it.
Yeah, heading up the field. All right, it's going to be 2nd down and 5 for the Blue Devils. Looking to the left to get the play. 2 wide to the left, 2 wide to the right. Single backfield. Bearcats crowding the line now back out of it. Addington right up the middle with it. Tries to bounce it a little bit to the left side. Gain of about 2.5. It'll be 3rd down and short for the Blue Devils. You know, you know, each year when you get a new team, you miss certain seniors from the last year. And right here is about the time you do miss a guy like Rhett Putman, who's a little bit wider body. Heck, he could have his hand down on the ground and be a lineman. And 3rd and short, you really look for those big bodies. 2 wide to the right, 2 wide to the left. Good snap this time. Right across the middle has a man, Rivera with the catch. down to the 26-yard line. Be 1st and 10 for the Blue Devils. 24-yard line.
Move the change. Good job right there. Kobe Rivera had to fall down getting that one, but he stayed right there, and that's first down number 8 for the Blue Devils.
Now Rivera's been Mr. Dependable tonight. You throw something at him, he's going to catch it mostly, except when he was well defended by the back judge. 2 wide to the left, 2 wide to the right. Single backfield. Quarterback in the shotgun. Blue Devils looking to continue this drive. 1st and 10 from the Bearcat 24. Good snap this time. A little bit of pressure up the middle. Puts one out there and leaves it short and intercepted in the red zone about the 4-yard line.
Had a lot of opportunity, but interception from the Bearcats with 2:08 to go here in this third period.
Little miscommunication on the play there. Quarterback thought he was going to run a curl, and the receiver was running a go all the way. And, well, we'll find out next week who was actually wrong. As Coach reviews the play call and reminds them this means this and that means that.
You bet. Well, they got to fine-tune a few things. They knew they did after the scrimmage, and there'll be a few more things to fine-tune after this ball game.
Bearcats with 2 wide to the right, 1 wide to the left. Strong side to the right side, single backfield. He's going to hand off right up the middle and slips a tackle and gets about a 4 or 5 yard gain. I'm going to give him a 5-yard gain there. We'll call it, officials are going to call it 6. I'm only giving him 5 though.
Okay. They're going to mark it, what, at the 10? 10. They've got it past the 10.
Yeah, the scoreboard's going to mark it at the 10. But it's going to be right on about the 10-yard line.
Okay.
Little confusion there. Bearcats look like they're going to call a timeout. And didn't look like they wanted. Oh, player cramping up. That's what it is.
Yeah, number 8. Like I said, he was the one that came off a while ago, and he was kind of running kind of slow. But then now they're saying the ball's on the 12. So I knew they updated. They were listening to us so they could update a little bit more. So.
All right, then. We're going to go to the timeout. We're going to take just a short break. You're listening to 107 The Zone. And online, you're oksports.tv. On facebook.com, you're listening to 107 The Zone.
Hi, this is Terry Jones at Sunshine Cafe in Cordell. Don and I just wanted to thank all of our customers for their business and support over the years. We so enjoy seeing you come through our doors, and we love serving you good food every day. If you haven't eaten at the Sunshine Cafe in Cordell, come see us. There's nothing like a little sunshine in the morning for lunch and for dinner. We'll warm up your day at the Sunshine Cafe on the square in Cordell.
All right, we're back here at a timeout right now. Bearcats trying to dig a little bit out of a hole. Have a second down and about 4 to go deep in their own territory. Had a little confusion on the play, so they called a timeout. Be coming out of the timeout here momentarily. I want to talk about player safety just a little bit, Dudley. And we talked about the officials and more timeouts, for hydration. Now we're starting to see late in the game some of the kids cramping up. But one of the things the Cordell Blue Devils have done for their players is they purchased some new helmets this year that have sensors on the front of the front forehead, on the sides, and on the back and top of the head. And what it does is it measures the force that helmet is hit with and tells the coach just how hard it was and alerts him that he needs to check that player. So a lot of good things going on to try to protect players in these days. Back in my days, safety was an ammonia salt. Below snap there, and he still finds a way out. And, as a matter of fact, that low snap probably saved his bacon.
Gets into the secondary finally and is tackled at about the 24-yard line.
All right, then. So it's coming down to a 1st and 10. Still deep in their own territory. 1:34 remaining in the third quarter. Bearcats lead this one 8-6. Blue Devil defense up to the task so far. Has played well. One was a near interception that went for a touchdown. Snap, low snap, right up the middle, and he's stuffed. Absolutely stuffed. That'll be 2nd down and right at 10. If they give them half a yard, they're being real generous.
Yep. Drayton was in on that one.
Yeah.
Paxton was in on that one. This defensive crew has done a super job tonight. So.
And here comes a different number hobbling off the field for the Bearcats. Just looks like the players are just starting to deal with cramps a little bit right now.
Yeah, that play went for no gain. They'll stay at the 24-yard line.
And 2nd down and 10 for the Bearcats. 45 seconds remaining in the third quarter. 2 wide to the right, 1 wide left. Low snap again. They're going to be an RPO here. He comes back to the middle. met by the linebackers and driven backwards at the 26. Going to be a short gain. Blue Devils up to the task. Going to bring up 3rd and long. Wow, they gave him a generous spot. they gave him 3.5, 4 yards. 22 seconds remaining in the third quarter.
Adam Gonzalez and J.J. Addington did a good job on that stop right there.
All right, then. Looks like we are going to go to the fourth quarter at this score, 8-6. Looks like they're just going to let it wind down. 8 seconds remaining. You're listening to 107 The Zone on the internet. You can find us at oksports.tv. And on Facebook, you can find us at 107 The Zone. We'll be back shortly.
When your doctor prescribes, get that prescription filled at Evetts Drug in Cordell. Professional, courteous service every time. And friends, you're more than just a customer to Jimmy Evetts and staff. You are a friend. Evetts Drug has a great selection of gift ideas, including many OU and OSU items, perfume and lots of fragrances, jewelry, and a whole lot more. Greeting cards, a great selection, and at the best price anywhere. Great folks to do business with. That would be Jimmy Evetts and staff at Evetts Drug in Cordell. Come see us.
Go Big Blue! High Plains Bank, located at 200 North College Street in Cordell, is the place to handle all of your banking needs. We offer competitive rates on mortgages, vehicle, commercial, and ag loans, along with friendly customer service. At High Plains Bank, we always have a cup of hot coffee or a cold drink waiting for you. High Plains Bank, community-driven and a proud supporter of the Cordell Blue Devils, member FDIC and an equal housing lender.
As we come back to the field right here at Morland, Oklahoma, we'll switch ends of the field right here as we start this fourth period of play. The Cordell Blue Devils and the Mooreland Bearcats have an 8-6 ball game, with the Bearcats leading 8-6, and we start the final 12 minutes of this ball game. Both teams marching down the end of the field right here. The sun is not a factor. The sun goes down, it's not a factor anymore. That's kind of a nice problem to have right here. So Blue Devils, I'm impressed because we've seen a little bit of cramping on Morland's side. I haven't seen any on the Blue Devils side, but I'm sure Coach would tell you a different story, because these young men have worked hard and put on a good ball game here tonight. I know both coaches would like to see a little more, a little different. Want to remind everybody that the softball will be on the road the next 2 days, on Monday and Tuesday, but you can go to the county fair tomorrow on Saturday all day long and enjoy the activities there. There's a snap by the Moreland Bearcats to the quarterback. He'll go to the right side, cuts up the field to the 30-yard line from the 20. Not a lot of gain right there, but he'll get, from the 23 out to the 30. So we'll get to that point. He'll have a 4th and 3, 4th and 4 from that area. Are they going to punt this one away, or are they going to go for it? They're going to line up and go for it. They're going to try to hope to draw Cordell off sides. 2 receivers, 3 receivers right, 1 left. Quarterback calls for the ball, taking his time right here, trying to draw Cordell off sides. Now they're going to call timeout, try to get a play in. So we'll go back and hear a commercial. You're listening to Blue Devil Football right here on 107 The Zone, oksports.tv, and Facebook/107 The Zone.
You know, sometimes you just want good food, cooked fresh and made to order just the way you like it. Or a great tasting quarter-pound hamburger for only $2 after 4 o'clock. And sometimes you just want a great salad bar any time of the day. And daily specials? That's a fantastic idea too. Well, we've got the place that'll make that happen right here in Cordell. Shorty's, just east of the traffic light in Cordell. Shorty's is even open late after every home football game. So find your coupon in the Blue Devil football program. That's Shorty's in Cordell. Go Blue Devils!
From Farmers Insurance, we want to say go Big Blue to our Cordell Blue Devils. Come by and see us at Gregg Insurance Agency for all your insurance needs. Your Farmers Insurance agent. Stop by South Market in downtown Cordell.
Back.
All right, we're back. It's 4th and just about 5 yards for the Bearcats.
Yeah, they ran that deal. They thought they'd draw Cordell off sides and needed 4, and they tried to get 5 off of an offsides. Cordell did not jump offsides, and I know Coach Beasley schools on that big time, so they know not to jump offsides, and so they had to call a timeout to get out of that play. Now they can punt it away for them.
Corbin Dawson back deep to receive for the Blue Devils. Blue Devils bring pressure, unable to get there. Good punt. Ball bounces short and back to the 50 and squirts in between the legs of some Moreland players, and actually gives the Blue Devils a really generous spot at the 50. RPO. if you hear me talk about RPO, it is a run pass option. And what it is a play. Oh, back when we were in school, Dudley, it was just an option.
The option play, yeah.
It was an option of who was going to run the ball. And with this, an RPO is they fake the handoff, and it's really in the quarterback's hands. It's a run pass option. He can hand it off to the running back or pull it and find a receiver downfield.
That's why I had to write that down, because I don't understand letters like that. So.
All right, then. Blue Devils come out 2 wide to the right, 1 wide to the left. 2 backs in the backfield. First time we've seen this formation tonight. Max protect. Flings it out to the right, finds a receiver. About a 5-yard gain, forced out of bounds. That's Colby Rivera on the reception to the far side of the field. The top of your radio as you're listening. That's just a joke, friends. Second down and 6 after a 4-yard gain.
Down to the 47-yard line. So Colby caught it about the Morland 49 and got 2 more yards before they pushed him out of bounds. So Colby Rivera's been an important player for the Blue Devils all night long.
Yeah. 2 wide to the left, 2 wide to the right for the Blue Devils. Max protect again. They're keeping 2 backs in the backfield. Has a man, but the safety cut the ball off. Receivers got to look for that. Got it. There we go. And Alex Grissom coming up with the tackle.
He ripped him down.
Ripped him, yep, on the intercept.
Yeah, that was a good long pass. Had somebody in the pattern, but the safety peeled over and came in front of it and gives it back to Moreland.
Yeah, safety peeled in front of it. And it's really easy to blame every interception on the quarterback, being that it counts against him. But there are some of these plays that, as a receiver, you really got to look out for your quarterback. And that would have been if he'd have pulled up, if he'd have judged his ball better, and he kept running.
Well, he was on a fly pattern all the way down the field, so quarterback launched it as far as he could and just came up short.
1 wide to the left for the Bearcats. They're going to hand it straight up the middle. Found some room up to the line of scrimmage. Had some traffic he had to get through, but then meets Paxton Schweitzer. And Drayton Maddox is who he finds right there in the middle for no gain. And we have 2nd down and 10 for the Bearcats. 10 minutes, 32 seconds remaining in the ball game. Bearcats lead this one 8-6. Bearcats taking their time in the huddle. Here comes another choo-choo. We got train number 14 for the night.
I told you it'd be busy now.
We should come up with some kind of trivia for next week. How many trains actually went through Moreland the week before? Bearcat football, 2nd and long. It's going to be a quarterback keeper follow. Ooh, stuffed at the line. Met first by, it wasn't Adam. Adam cleaned it up, but first met by, who's that Blue Devil on the bottom of the pile? Paxton Schweitzer.
He came around backside, and he knew he was let him right into Adam, and Paxton pulled him down from the other side. They double-teamed him right there.
Yeah, they just tried to run behind the big fullback. And, Blue Devils ate that one up, about a 1.5 yard gain on that 3rd and long for the Bearcats. Bearcats come out and 2 wide to the left, 2 backs in the backfield, 1 wide right. Up back's going to play lead blocker. He sweeps to the left, and it's going to be a quarterback keeper. He tries to cut back to the middle, and there's nothing there. Good assignment football by the Blue Devils. They tried to look like they were going to run a sweep, what we used to call a student body left way back in the day. They were trying to run that sweep, and he tried to cut back in the middle, and he found nothing. There we have one Blue Devil a little slow getting up, but he's getting up. 4th down and 6. Now with the change of possession, it looks like Bearcats will be able to flip the field. And what I mean by that is they'll be able to pin us back deep in our own territory as opposed to us getting the ball on the 50 like we did the last time. 4th and 5, punters goes back. Been a good night for both punters, actually. Both of them have kicked the ball pretty well.
And they've improved on every punt they've had. So Blue Devils are blitzing right here. They're going after it. Nope.
End over end kick. That one was short and gets a pretty decent bounce down to the 25.
Took a Moreland bounce that time. Most of them have bounced 1 yard, and that's about it.
And you're listening to 107thezone.com, oksports.tv, and on Facebook, 107 The Zone. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
When hometown football approaches, that's when hometown shines. Bring out those hot cocoa thermoses. Bring on the team colors, shirts, and spirit. We'll be right here with you, cheering our home teams on to victory. Because nobody does hometown in Western Oklahoma like Bank of Western Oklahoma. Come bank with us. Weatherford, Cordell, Gary, Elk City, Viside, Woodward, where people come first. Online at bankofwesternoklahoma.com. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
All right. Somehow we ended up with a penalty after that delay. False start by somebody. Looks like down here on the left.
Everybody got to the line of scrimmage and the flag comes out, so somebody wasn't ready or something. So.
Yeah, that's kind of who I thought it was going to be on. I'm not going to call his name over the radio station, but I saw him move, and in comes his substitute. So we have 2 wide to the right, 2 wide to the left, and a single backfield with Maddox and Addington in the shot.
They moved again. Cordell moved again, I do believe.
The center is moving. The center is doing something he's not supposed to be doing. That's who they're calling it on.
Okay, I haven't seen his motion or what he's doing for sure, but that's 5 more yards.
Yeah, so we start this drive with 2nd and 20 with 8:32 remaining in the ball game, backing up. They've gained 10 yards this drive, but just the wrong direction. There he goes. He didn't flinch that time. Looking down the field, airs it out, has a man down there, goes up for it, and broken up.
Oh, good pass pattern and good pass protection. Cobra Rivera went high, but they had good defense on him that time.
That one was actually Alex Grissom on that other side.
Or was it
that
Alex?
Was Grissom that time.
He's defended by Theo Sutton for the Moreland Bearcats, so it just goes incomplete.
All right, then here we go. 2nd down and 20. 8:25 remaining in the ball game. Blue Devil football, deep in their own territory. Looking for a little bit of help. Getting in their own way right now so far in this second half with some turnovers. Driven the ball well a couple of times. And then just couldn't seal the deal in the red zone. Everybody shifts to the right. Addington rolls right, flips it to the right, has a receiver and hits him in the hands and drops it.
In and out of his hands and in and out of the hands of the defender, too. The defender had a wide open shot at the goal lines.
That was a double drop. I hope it don't count as a double incompletion. But those are the kind of things in high school that you always get concerned with. You see a high school kid make a circus catch that he never should make, and then he gets one that hits him in the hands and you can't catch cold. Mm-hmm. It's just kind of how it goes in high school. It's all about focus.
Well, they can do that at any level, too. So.
Two wide to the right, 2 wide to the left. Addington in the shotgun. Snap, looking over the middle. Deep over the middle. And comes up high and incomplete. Blue Devils will be punting the football.
Well, went 3 and out right here.
We were closer to 2 defenders there than we were a receiver on that one. Here we are, 8:14 remaining in the ball game. 8-6 Bearcat lead. Blue Devils punting the ball away now. Number 11. What did we call him the last time? Dylan, what did we call him? Did we go with Caho or Kahi?
Yeah, I agree.
We're not making fun of the young man. We just don't know how to pronounce his name.
If I say it one way, it'll be wrong. So
he actually has the lone Bearcat touchdown, so we won't pick on him too much. Nice punt by Drayton Maddox. Hangs it high, drills it back to the 50, and here comes the return. He finds a seam on the edge and is finally run out of bounds. He does a good job setting up his blockers, and the return guys are just kind of running into comeback blocks. Caho, now we got it. Now we heard the announcer say it. His name is Caho. Now we got it.
So this will give Morland excellent field position.
Almost the line of scrimmage that the Blue Devils had.
Yeah, they'll start on the 21, I believe. I haven't seen them place the ball.
They're backing them up just a little bit. Yeah, ball on the 20. Well, we'll call it 21 because it is the 21.
I'll go with that.
We'll go with that. 2 wide to the right for the Bearcats, 1 wide left. Single backfield. Going to hand it off right up the middle. He bounces off to the edge, and nothing doing there. Nothing doing on that edge. There hadn't been much on that edge all night. The outside linebackers have done a really good job sealing up the outside, protecting from the bounce back. The bounce out plays. Matter of fact, there's a 2-yard loss on that play. Be 2nd and 12 for the Bearcats.
They were running against Kobe Rivera on that far side, and he was instrumental in stopping them there.
7:35 remaining in the ball game. 8-6 Bearcat lead. 2 wide to the left, 2 wide to the right. Excuse me. We have a strong left, 1 wide left, 2 wide to the right. There we go, quarterback keeper right up the middle looking for a gap and finding nothing. And Eaton is swarmed by about 3 Blue Devils. Addington, Maddox, and Schweitzer in on that tackle.
Yeah, one stops him, one stands him up, and the other one cleans his plow there. So
7 minutes remaining in the ball game. Blue Devils need to hold here, get the ball back, and go score a touchdown so we can go home happy.
They're going to say that backed him up to the 24. He lost a yard on that one, so.
3rd down.
I'd take a field goal, just a 1-point lead. I'd take a field goal. If Cordell wanted to kick a field goal and get the lead, I'd be happy with that.
Yeah, I would say so. I'd probably give me a stroke when we set up to try to kick the field goal.
Well, you got to test that blood pressure medicine somehow. Chris.
2 wide to 3 wide. Trips right, and then we get a timeout or a penalty. They're going to get the timeout. That play was a soup sandwich waiting to happen. Timeout, Bearcats. And we're going to go to break for just a minute. You're listening to 107 The Zone on the internet, oksports.tv, and on Facebook, 107 The Zone. Be back in 30 seconds.
Everything you need and expect from a convenience store is always right here, waiting for you at the Right Here C-Store in Cordell. Fuel, food, more drinks, more seats, more hours, and where Subway is open until 11 and our grill is open till 10. It's always quick and convenient when you make a stop at the Right Here C-Store in Cordell. How about a car wash? Our automatic car wash bay is quick and convenient too. Come see us at the Right Here C-Store, where we're proud to support the Cordell Blue Devils.
And we're back here after got a Bearcat timeout. 3rd down and 13, deep in Blue Devil territory after a good punt return by Cahoe. They backed them up to about the 25, almost right between the 24 and the 25-yard line. Blue Devil defense has been pretty stout all night. Hasn't been just, well, they haven't been just stellar, but in the same token, they've been solid and sturdy, played good assignment football. 3rd and 13 here, and here we come out of the huddles. Blue Devils looking ready to flip the field here and get the ball with 6.5 minutes left. If they come up with a stop here, this is 2-down territory. Now, if they don't get the first down here, they don't have a field goal kicker that can kick it this far, so they'll go for it twice here. So probably a good idea just for strategy. Try to get part of it here, try to get part of it the next play. 2 wide right, 2 wide to the left. Single backfield. They're trying to spread everything out, and there is a flag on the play.
Somebody did it again right here, so not a problem. They're pointing to the far side over there. I'm not sure if it's going to be on Moreland or Cordell. So. I was going to say wind's not a factor. The flag over there in the northwest end zone.
There's a timely penalty. He called that all the way on the other side of the field. He called it from the home side.
From the west side to the east side.
Yeah, he called that offsides on the east side. Pretty convenient on 3rd down and 13, but hey, we're not a hometown crew at all. We're going to come up with 3rd down and 8. 2 wide to the left, 2 wide to the right. Single backfield. Rolling to his right. Look at him. He's left-handed. He's got to square his shoulders and throw back left, and he sails an interception. Picked off by the Blue Devils. Addington with the pick. Brings it out to the 25-yard line.
JJ intercepts it.
I was able to see that play develop, and Addington was watching his eyes the whole way. Quarterback led him right to where the receiver was going to be. Good play by Addington. Turnover. Blue Devil football. 8-6 Bearcat lead with 6:21 remaining in the ball game. And signs of life for the Blue Devil now.
Cordell will start on their own 23-yard line.
We got an official timeout for some water, and we're going to take a little bit of a break ourselves. And you are listening to 107 The Zone. And on the internet, you can find us at oksports.tv and on Facebook at 107 The Zone. Back in 30 seconds.
At Corn Heritage Village, we're leading the way in patient care every day, every shift, all year round. We have rooms available right now for your loved ones. Care options include skilled nursing care, long-term care, Alzheimer's, dementia, and a whole lot more. We're a nonprofit facility since 1948. Experience the nonprofit difference. When you need us, we're here. Quality care from a staff that really does care. For more information, call Stephanie, 580-302-4554, 302-4554, Corn Heritage Village in Corn and Weatherford, communities of care.
All right, we're back just after the official timeout. Early in the season, you get a few more official timeouts than you do later, just by heat level. Lots warmer early on in the year. Guys aren't quite conditioned, so they're watching out for player safety, which is very attentive and appreciated by coaches and fans alike, and especially moms and dads.
You bet. I want to invite everybody to come to the county fair tomorrow. There's a lot of judging going on, a lot of good exhibits to see, a lot of good food to be had. Then on Monday and Tuesday, softball will be on the road. I think Merritt one day and Mangum the next day. Monday, the junior high travels to Hinton for a ball game.
Yeah. 2 wide to the right, 2 wide to the left. Blue Devils 1st and 10 on their own 23-yard line, it looks. Single backfield. Handoff up the middle, and they saw that coming all the way. Linebackers crowded the line immediately. Actually, they crowded the line before the snap. Good game prep there, and that's going to be a loss of about 3 yards. 2nd down and 13 for the Blue Devils.
Back to the 20-yard line, so... Well, what you're going to have to run out of that is be able to flip that over to Drayton and let him throw a pass down the field. But he's got to have the time to do it, too. Right now, they don't have the time for anything on that effort.
No. 2 wide to the right, 2 wide to the left for the Blue Devils. Addington taking the snap from the shotgun. Handles the snap, steps up into a throw. Receiver's got to keep running. Oh, my goodness. That was dangerous for everybody.
Called incomplete right there.
Falls incomplete. Defender had a chance at it. Receiver had a chance at it. Receiver had another chance at it, and then falls to the ground. It seems early here there's just not a fluid connection between the quarterback and the receivers right now. Early in the season.
Well, they're in the pattern. There's good coverage right there.
8-6 Bearcat lead.
Watonga 28, O'Keene 6, Merritt 70, Beaver 0.
All right.
Thank you, Rodney.
Good snap. Nice
Jump
screen
pass.
set. Oh, and he dropped it.
Well, you got to catch them. And I tell you what, JJ's he's getting hit every time. He's coming up every time, but I think he's getting a little frustrated because I've seen some wide open shots on him, and you think, well, they shouldn't have a 3-step contact on it, but they're letting them get by with a 3-step opening and going ahead and hitting the quarterback.
Letting them hit him even after he gets rid of the ball.
Yeah, he's already been rid of the ball, and they're taking another 2 steps to hit him, and that's JJ's hanging in there doing a super job, but we need more. So
yeah, here we go. Punt formation. Maddox with the punt. Oh, he's going to fake it. No, he decided to go ahead and go with it. Nice punt. Down, flip the field, fumble.
Ball's open.
Who's coming up with it? Blue Devil football. Well, at least that's what our coaches are saying. Blue Devil football.
At the 38. Good job. Good job.
Flipped the field with a great punt. And when it hit the ground, the defender went ahead and tackled the guy receiving the ball. And then it was a wrestling match, and the Blue Devils come up with the football.
On the punt right there. So that punt play netted them about 40,
that was a good kick.
50-something yards as it rolled and stuff. Blue Devils will have it at the 38-yard line of Moreland.
All right, then. Now you can go back into a little more normal of a playbook. 5:24 remaining in the ball game. Play clock running. 1 wide to the left, 2 wide to the right for the Blue Devils. Nice snap. Oh, there's a fake handoff, and he's found a little bit of room on the edge. If he hadn't slipped, he had a lot more room out there, but he slipped. Looked like he tripped on the running back's feet as he went by. Not a terrible game. We got 3 yards on that play. 2nd and 7 for the Blue Devils.
They had to run that play because there's keying on that one. If you hand it off, your running back's in trouble. The quarterback slips around and lets him be a blocker for him. And like I said, they're looking to the sideline. They call a color and a number. Color gives you your blocking scheme, and then the number tells you where the play goes.
4:45 remaining in the ball game. 2 wide to the right. We're going to get a timeout, Blue Devils. We'll go take a break with them for a second. You're listening to 107 The Zone. On the internet, you can find us at oksports.tv and on Facebook at 107 The Zone.
From the moment you walk through the door, Jack's Flowers and Gifts on the Square in Cordell will delight your senses. We have gift items to please any recipient and new items coming in all the time, along with beautiful flowers and arrangements for every occasion. Our foremost wish is to provide you with quality service and products so we can see you returning through our door again and again. New owners Terry and Donna Jones welcome you to come in anytime and see all of the new additions and the continued traditions at Jack's Flowers and Gifts on the Square in Cordell.
We're coming back, everybody coming out of the huddles. Just to be honest, so far, game has been fairly decent in pretty much all aspects. A couple of turnovers, which you kind of expect early on in the season by both teams. A couple of interceptions for us, a fumble and a couple of interceptions for them. The officials, it's been pretty evenly called. Certainly can't complain. So hopefully this finishes the way it should. Let the players decide the ball game.
And an 8-6 game, you know it's been close throughout.
4:40 remaining in the game. Blue Devils have the ball, 2nd and 7 on the Bearcat 35. Straight drop back for Addington. Flings it way down the middle of the field, and a receiver just did not run a route. No receiver in the area.
There was some receivers past where the ball was thrown to. But they stepped up, and an interception by Mooreland.
Yeah, just threw the ball. There wasn't anybody in the area. Miscommunication on that play. And quarterback's getting an earful, which this time of the ball game, you throw a pick like that, you're going to get an earful.
You bet.
Doesn't matter if you're Kyler Murray or whoever. you're gonna throw. Yeah, it's gonna happen. Game on the line here. 4:30. 1st and 10 Bearcats deep in their own territory, about the 25. 2 wide to the right, and his knee was down when he got the snap. There you go. His knee was. There we go. The official got it. When he went down to field that snap, it was a low snap. His knee was on the ground when his hands caught it, and the back judge caught it. So that's a loss of about 5 yards on the play.
That'll move him back inside the 20 to the 19-yard line.
And those are simple mistakes that happen early in the season. Those things don't normally happen later on once you get a lot of practice behind you, a lot of games behind you. But early in the season, it's just – I hate to say it because we've had 14 trains come through here. But, sometimes, these early games in the season are kind of a train wreck.
So far.
3:45 remaining in the ball game. 2 wide to the right, 1 wide to the left for the Blue Devils. The Bearcats. There's the snap. He's going to follow his lead blocker, try to find a gap, and nothing doing there. Stuffed at the line of scrimmage, maybe a half a yard. Going to bring up 3rd and long for the Bearcats. 3rd down, and they're going to call it 14. And 3:20 remaining in the ball game. Blue Devils should, if they hold them here and force a punt, they should have decent field position to work with as the clock winds down.
Most games you get a mulligan.
Okay, well that was something going wrong there. The game clock was running, but the play clock wasn't until just a few seconds ago. 3 minutes remaining, now under 3. 3rd down and long, 2 wide to the right, 1 wide left. Strong side to the right for the Bearcats, and he's going to roll this way, and it's a run all the way. Tries to slip through there and nothing doing. Blue Devils stuff him right at the line of scrimmage. 2:45 remaining in the ball game.
Yeah, Paxton was there. Hayden Addington was there. Gonzalez was there. Big stop up front defense.
Yeah, 4th down and 13 or 14. I would, just my opinion, this is just a humble announcer's opinion, I would move my kick return man just up just a little bit. He's been back about 9 or 10 yards too far each time. I try to get that fair catch about the 40 as opposed to the 50. That's about where he's been landing him when I watch him boom one about 10 yards over his head as I speak. Back to punt. 2 minutes remaining. Rush on. Can't quite get there. Oh, it's blocked! It's blocked! Blue Devils come up with it deep in Bearcat territory. Blocked. Blue Devils will have the ball on the 15-yard line.
Great effort right there. Great effort right there.
They've been getting close most of the night, but that time they got there. And I think the guy that got there is still bent over because I think he caught it in the gut. Good play by the line there. Pressure on all sides in the middle forced them into that window. 1:56 remaining in the game. Blue Devils on their own on the Bearcat 15. Takes the snap, looks over to the right, has a little bit of room to work with. Rivera finds some to the outside, and he's down after about we're going to call that, Dudley, about a 5-6 yard gain.
You bet. Good turn the corner on the right side, cut up the field. Good effort all the way around.
And that was a good play call by Coach Beasley there. Keep it simple. Let's get his confidence built back up. 2nd and 5 with 1:32 remaining in the game. 1 wide to the left, 2 wide to the right. Single backfield.
Just inside the 10.
Ooh. Plenty of time. Finds some pressure. Now he's going to tuck it and run.
Out of it.
He's just run. There you go. Down to the 5-yard line.
Way to go, JJ. They were coming after him, and he said, I'm going down here. Is it first down territory or not?
No. They're going to come up the short. And it's going to be 3rd down and 2 with 1 minute remaining in the ball game. Plenty of time for the Blue Devils, especially if they get a first down. But it doesn't matter unless you get it in the end zone.
Long snap count. Taking their time, looking at the play called.
There we go, going to flip it with 5 seconds in the play clock. There's the snap. Rolling to his right. Hangs it up there. Get up the field, son. A good job getting up the field. That's going to be enough for a first down for the Blue Devils.
Has completed to Kobe Rivera on the right side.
35 seconds remaining, and that'll give us a 1st and goal.
Don't you love the way he reached out there to get an extra yard out of that one?
Good heads-up play by the senior, and that's what you expect from senior leadership. 30 seconds remaining in the ball game. And just me, I'm going to snap and push straight up the middle, and that's what they do. But they catch him from the outside. And timeout, Blue Devils.
Timeout, Cordell to stop the clock.
19 seconds.
We'll stay right here. How about that?
Let's just stay here. Kind of exciting. Reminds me of a game we called last year in Hinton. Blue Devils trailing 7-6 in that one. Oh, they didn't call the timeout. Flings it out to the right. Rivera's trying to find spot, nothing doing, and that's going to be the ball game. No, they didn't get the timeout. He was out of timeouts, evidently, so he didn't get the timeout.
So Morland survives. Blue Devil onslaught right here. Goodness, great ball game all the way around. The Blue Devils come within, and I was going to say earlier, good job, Sam. Appreciate that. Now, so Sam was on the coverage there, so. Okay, Sam Espinoza was on our camera crew right there. So Moreland will survive the Cordell Blue Devils. And the Blue Devils, I was trying to say earlier that, a lot of sports you get a mulligan.
Yeah.
If Cordell could have a mulligan on that first series of where they gave up the safety, it's a 6-6 ball game. What a great ball game by both teams right here. Moreland survives Cordell 8-6.
That's a tough one right there. Evidently, the players thought they had another timeout and went for the timeout instead of getting back to the line immediately. Lost a few precious seconds right there. And so here we go, meeting up at midfield. Blue Devils coming to their end of the field. Bearcats going to their end, and we're going to wind up here for the night, ladies and gentlemen. Tough fought ball game, typical kind of first game for most teams. A little bit sloppy on offense for both teams. Turnovers really cost them. Both teams really cost both teams. In fact, it was a turnover that almost gave this game away to the Blue Devils. Blue Devils greeting the faithful that traveled with them over there, singing the fight song with them. And tough loss, 0-1 to begin the season on the road.
Yeah, and every opportunity right here.
Yep.
Biggest stat of the night, Cordell had 9 first downs to Moreland's 5. And that's about the biggest stat I've got for you because I don't have passes and completions and yardage and stuff like that. But super effort, and you take back the mulligan on your safety first series for Blue Devils, and it's a 6 ball game. There's a lot of opportunities missed, but by both teams, but a super ball game defensively, and both teams stood up and played well right here.
Yeah.
Next week, Cordell will be at home to O'Keene, and then Morland travels next week. I forget where it was. I had it written down there somewhere. Mooreland travels next week for their ball game. So we wish them well down the season. And Blue Devils will host O'Keene next Friday night at the Cordell Blue Devil field house.
I say we're having a game in the gymnasium.
Yeah, we could.
Ought to tell Gerald he ought to start cleaning.
Get it cleaned up and ready, because we got county fair tomorrow, softball on Monday and Tuesday, junior high on Monday at Hinton, and then Cordell Blue Devils will be at home to O'Keene next Friday night at the Cordell Blue Devil field.
Well, looking forward to seeing you then, Dudley.
Don't take your time getting up here next week.
Well,
like
I won't have to stop and change a flat tire on the cheerleader bus this time, because we'll be at home.
Good idea.
Yeah, so, matter of fact, I may just walk it just so I don't have to. Well, we're going to wrap it up here tonight. We got a long trip home. Thank you for listening tonight. The Blue Devils fall to the Bearcats 8-6 in a tough-fought game, and grateful to have been here to watch this. It's not all over. There were some good things that happened with the Blue Devils and just some confusion. All that works out in the end, and looking forward to a great season. So for Mike Sutherland and Dudley Simmons and Chad back here, who's been driving us with a whip back here, making sure we're doing things right, and all of our sponsors, thank you for allowing us to be on the radio, and good night.